Hello, and welcome to another stream. Let's see, today is Wednesday, and it is, what is today's date? It's the 8th of July of 2020, and welcome back, everyone. It's good to have you guys again. We're trying something a little bit different with the music today. We're gonna put it on shuffle, which is probably gonna throw me off, because we're gonna hear a bunch of songs that we don't usually hear. But also they're gonna be in a different order, so... we'll see how that goes with the vibe of the stream. It's Wednesday, my dudes. You're right, Angelina X. It is Wednesday. Let's see, who do we got in chat so far? We've got Angelina X who says first, although you said first like, oh, there's no timestamps over there. But you said first like 7 minutes before the stream started, so I guess it was only like 4 minutes before I went live, so I don't know. I'm not sure if that counts or not. But seems like you cheated a little bit there. We've got Arcade J who says second, hello, hello, and Arthino and Shaz Robot who says, what the fuck, so quick. Yep. Azavazza says, love your shirt, mate. I really like this shirt. This is actually probably, is this my favorite shirt right now? This might be my favorite shirt right now. Although I really like the new Slack logo-y one that I got. Let me show you guys that one. I really like, oops, grab that. I really like this shirt that I just got. I don't know what it is about it, but I don't know, I like it. Anyway, shirts. I'm wearing clothes today, what a surprise! Hey, Shaz Robot, thank you for resubscribing with Twitch Prime 4 months in a row with 4 total. Really appreciate that. Always good to have you, Shaz Robot. It's only been 4 months. I feel like you've been here forever. But anyway, thank you for that, and thank you for the compliment, Azafasa. Hey, what's up, Joe Hagen? I screwed that one up. Joe Haga. Hello, hello. Morning to you as well, although it's afternoon for me now. I mean, I've been up for like 5 hours today. I went for a run this morning, which I'm trying to get back into running, and holy shit, I'm so out of shape. I'm so out of shape, which is a mess too, because you know, I've been trying to like exercise every day, and I've been pretty good about exercising every day, but it turns out that I'm not showing this. Let me show you guys this. It turns out that even like using my bike, well, I actually know this as a fact because I've run into exactly the same thing before. Even though I've been biking every day and doing like bike machining, it's not exactly biking, and doing like 20-ish miles a day, that actually doesn't translate well to running, surprisingly enough. And in fact, I've noticed that using my bike machine actually makes me worse at running. Because like for whatever reason, it like builds up the muscles that are not the ones that you use for running, but are like right next to the ones you use for running, or something like that. I don't know. Might be making something up. But anyway, I did a 4-mile run this morning. It was rough, but I got it done, and I'm gonna try and keep cranking up the mileage and and see how that goes. Udina says we could look at the VODs and check how many different shirts Anthony has. Yeah, I mean, how many shirts did I wear on stream, I guess, because I have like 4 fucking drawers that are just full of t-shirts, because I really like t-shirts. But I don't know, I feel like t-shirts is not always the right thing to wear for stream, but maybe I'll wear a t-shirt next stream. But let's see, in my closet I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then there's, I think, 3 in the dirty clothes right now, so about 11-ish shirts. So Julian says 5 or 7. It's close, it's somewhere around there. Harsha Nothing Special says, I'm back, Anthony. Welcome back, friend. Good to see you again. Shazerwit says, I infiltrate communities, but yeah, it does feel like I've been here forever. Ezapasa says, the Slack shirt is a winner too. I really like that one. Hey, what's up, Don't Break the Rule? You've been here before, right? Right? Yeah, your name looks familiar. Welcome back. Kick369 says, running is the real thing. Running is greater than cycling. So, here's the thing. I actually enjoy biking more, but it doesn't get me in as good of shape as easily. I feel like I can run a lot less and, you know, feel a lot less tired and, you know, be in much better physical shape. But I also think that I can bike for a lot longer and feel a lot less miserable about it. But I don't know. Either of them actually give me a lot of endorphins, so I'm in a really great mood today. But yeah, it's good to start getting back into running. I kind of stopped before there was like sufficient, well, before there was any research on like spread of COVID and like the figuring out the stuff there and how you know how virulent it is and what sort of spreading methodologies there are. And it seems like most of the research has shown that like you can safely run outdoors as long as you like avoid people and stuff. But yeah, so that's why I've decided that I'm now going to start running outdoors, because I feel a little bit more confident about that. Shazrobot says bank commands. That's did we add any commands since last time? I saw Shazrobot. I saw that this happened. Wait, how do I do this? This one? I saw that Shazrobot is now following my channel. So what's up with that, buddy? What's up with that? Archidai says, missed the intro? Oh, I didn't really say all that much. I just was talking about running and stuff. Harsha Nothing Special says, how to decrease the quality of the stream? I have limited internet. So, oops, I turned on the lights on my fidget spinner. Go away. So depending on whether I have encoders enabled for my channel, because it's on like a first come, first serve. On a first come, first serve basis. You should be able to, okay, I guess you can't actually, so we don't have encoders enabled. But normally what you can do is click settings and quality. But not enough people are watching my channel, and I am still only, oh, it doesn't say here. I'm still only affiliate, so, actually I think I can do it from this one. Yeah, still only affiliate, but when I become, well, if I become partner, then I'll have access to encoders, but we'll see what happens with that. RKJ says, sorry I missed your birthday stream as well. Hopefully you had a great weekend. Yeah, it was great. It was a really good weekend. One of the best birthdays I've ever had, which is really cool. Azavazza says, how many babbies for a suit stream? You mean like where I wear a suit? I mean, I do have, you know... See, the problem with me wearing suits, or the problem that I have wearing suits, is I get really fucking sweaty. And so usually when I wear a suit, it's only like when I'm going between places and then, you know, take the jacket off and it's just like shirt and tie and that sort of deal. I could do a shirt and tie stream, like if you guys really want that. But I don't know. I feel like that's a little bit over the top. Hey, what's up, Zolor? Welcome back. Good to see you again. B. Jonas says, nope, you didn't get a re-encode slot. Bummer. Oh well, it's basically RNG at this point. Hey, what's up, Taskful? Welcome back. Parsa says, hi, hello, Parsa, good to see you again. B. Jonas says, and your stream actually needs the high resolution, unlike some streamers who stream a low resolution retro game at a high resolution. Yeah, I have like, so I do bump up the font size on my stream. I've shown that it, or like I've tried it at 480p, and you can actually still read this at 480p. So I don't know. I feel like I've picked a good set of things. It's just unfortunate that the encoders are not there. Shazrobot bot has landed. We've got the bots in the channel, the double bot. Parsa says, what the hell is this file? Taurus.xl in your XLS in your Google Drive? Yes. This is a, I see the formulas. What's this one? I used this to make a torus in Minecraft, and this is an approximation. Well, no, actually, it's integer rounding of the formula, the declarative formula for a torus, and so I used this to figure out how many blocks I had to place down in Minecraft, and built this in a survival world a really long time ago. I don't remember what this is over here. If it's equal to 6, why did I want to cycle for 6? Oh, I know why, because I made the top out of a different material. But this is in like my really old alpha world. I think I showed a screenshot of it last stream, maybe, or is the stream before? Let's see if I can find that real quick. D backups probably in 2010. No, 2010 might be too old. Maybe it's 2012. Maybe I made the backup in 20. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Let's see if there's a photo of it. I don't see it. Oh, you can see it in the background of this one. So you can kind of see it back here. But it was fucking huge. It was hilariously large. But I don't know. I built it in the sky because it was kind of cool. And anyway, that's what that is. Minecraft stuff. Job interview stream, says RKJ. Yeah. Don't Break the Rules says, is it easier to type on two-part keyboards like yours? No, it is not easier, especially if you cheat at typing like I do. The thing that took me a really long time to get used to is the Y key. Because I used to, and I still do if I revert back to a different keyboard, I will use the left hand to type the Y key. And so I do a crossover there. Another one that I cross over on is if I type \n. That's a very common crossover for me, and so like I reach for a key that's not here. But yeah, if you cheat at typing, it actually is a lot harder. But the point of the split keyboard is to be more ergonomic, because it's a more natural hand width, and you can't actually see it all that well on camera, but it's actually tinted at 15 degrees. So it is angled almost like this, and so I'm typing like this instead of being flat and hands jammed together. But I've never really had problems with ergonomics on keyboards, so it's not necessarily necessarily necessary. There we go, Anthony. That's a great sentence. But I don't know. It's been nice so far. BJenna says, well, yes. Also, you also set a nice solid background with contrasting brightness for the text, so it's easier to see and easier for the video encoders. Yes, I try and mostly keep things like dark, light on dark. Also because chat complains when I open Twitter. Because I use Twitter in light mode like heathen. But yeah, I mostly try and keep like a good viewing color scheme. That said, and I've learned this from presenting, this is a terrible color scheme for presenting code on a screen. You actually want the opposite of high contrast. You want the opposite of dark mode, essentially. You want dark text on a light background because it's much easier to see that in person and on projectors than it is to see on like a screen or a phone. So a little bit interesting, but whatever. This is what I'm doing for streaming. So Bryson says, Minecraft for life. Imagine us at 60 to 70-year-olds. 70. Oh man, reading today is a struggle for me. Imagine us at 60 to 70 years old playing Minecraft. Yeah, that's totally gonna happen. So, grandkids, would you like to boot up my old Minecraft world? Oh, show me, Grandpa, show me. Yeah, that'll be 67 years from now. Maybe probably. Anyway, you know what I mean. Hey, what's up, Melky? Melky says, Anthony writes code. Hello, welcome. We gotta for Milky, but how's it going? Welcome back. Hey, Julian X says, I broke Babby. Okay, let me look at that. You thought you got me this time, motherfucker. Not this time, Angeline X. Not this time. Although it is a little bit sketchy that you have an open redirect on that page, but didn't get me this time, buddy. You tried so hard. And you got so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. TeckleDev says, Ubuntu gang, stand up. Yeah, I am using Ubuntu. I build packages and stuff for it, so that's why I use it. Hey, what's up? Make me rich now. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If I could, I would, but it doesn't really work that way, RKJ sits down. Why were you standing? Oh, did I say that? I don't know. I've lost context already. Simple Nico says CentOS all the way. So I've used CentOS, but I don't know why you would use it as a desktop environment. Like I understand it for servers and stuff, but Although I know that RKJ likes CentOS. Thank you for the bit, Milky. Appreciate it. B-Jenna says, oh, it's actually slanted. It didn't seem slanted, but I assumed it was just distortion from a wide-angle lens close to the keyboard. Yeah. Actually, let me see if I can show you my setup. I do have that on screen now. Yeah, so this is my setup right now. The camera that's showing the keyboard is this little one up here. It's a document camera. It used to be in front of my face, which was really obnoxious, but now it's kind of in a better place. I think this is basically... Yeah, this is basically up to date. I guess if I move this guy over here, and then it's basically the same thing. Read Technical Dev's message before mine. Oh, I see. Ubuntu gang stand up and RKJ sits down. Got you, buddy. I'm sorry, I'm slow. Bijan says, I don't like keyboard split wide because then the mouse can be too far away, but slightly split can be okay. Yeah, this isn't too far split. I'm actually more comfortable if it's split further, but then it doesn't show up on camera, so yeah. Athena says, just use slides code highlighter. I don't know what that is. What is slides code highlighter? Slides code highlighter. Or range 5. Oh, I see. Yeah, I basically do something like this, although I just use this package I wrote called Markdown Code Blocks. Markdown Code Blocks. That is not what it's called. Maybe it's in this GitHub? Which GitHub is it? But yeah, this uses some Pigment CSS to make stuff, and so this is what it kind of ends up looking like. Anthony writes code. Let's see if we have a presentation that I can show you guys. Sure. This one? Yeah, so this is what it looks like. Let's see if we can find some code in here. But yeah, it seems to highlight pretty well. Although I usually bump up the font size so it looks like this. And that's how I build like presentation slides. Although I haven't done presentation slides in forever because my new format is much easier for me to build and stream and record and upload more frequently. Because I found that when I was building slides for stuff, I'd spend like 3 hours making the slides and then like 10 minutes recording and then like 30 minutes editing. And, you know, 4 hours of effort for a 6-minute video. It's just not fucking worth it. But my new format, I spend like a minute thinking about the problem and then I press record and whatever vomits out of my mouth, that ends up on YouTube, and people seem to like them about the same. So if I'm going to put 10 minutes of effort in versus 4 hours of effort and get the same or better engagement, like why was I spending 4 hours on stuff? But anyway, that's just me. Milky says I was waiting for the POW. Yeah, well, you got it in the end. B-Jenna says, I don't know, I personally prefer bright text on a dark background, but what matters is that it should be one of those as opposed to one shade of gray on another shade of gray, like some people use on stream. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've seen some programmers that do that too, and it's just like, disappoints. Zoller says, Anthony, could you explain about mocking with PyTest sometime? Yes, I do actually have a video planned soon that talks about mocking, but it's not specifically about PyTest, so maybe I'll add another video idea for that one. But I did want to talk about imports and how they are side effects and how that affects mocking, but I'll actually add another a video idea for that. Video idea, mocking with PyTest. So we'll get to that. We'll build that. But hopefully that's a thing. Milky just wanted the badge. I see. I got you. Don't break the rule with the emotes. Nice. Jazzerwet says, Hackerman's apparel on the ready. Yeah, it's right there in case we need to do the memes. Rockaboo says, nice surround sound. I mean, it's supposed to be surround, but I just put all of the speakers just in one array. It's still actually it's still directional. Like I've still hooked things up so that they're you know, in the right spot for directional sound. But yeah, it's not surround because I'm too lazy. Flesh38 says the left monitor is higher than the right one. Yeah, it is slightly larger. There's different sizes. This one is a 38 or 28 inch, and this is a 27 inch. So yeah, they're not quite the same size. They're also oriented differently. So the one is well, that's the other hand for you guys. Not like this. There we go. So the right monitor is actually further forward than the left monitor, and the reason for that is this damn shelf is in the way. If this monitor were a little bit shorter, I could fit it under the shelf and then it would flush nicely. But whatever, it's a pretty good setup. This actually isn't my phone. This is a 3DS. But yeah, it looks like a phone. Might as well be a phone, right? Person says, I'm eating fig jam with my meal and it is amazing. Yeah, fig jam is pretty good, although is it figs or is it dates? Which one is it, Juice? The one that's basically wasps. Hey, what's up, Fixer Jake? Welcome back. And Juicebox Hero. Hello. Marza says cheese with fig jam. Man, you're making me hungry, Parsa. You can't do this. I just want food. Oh, Zolar has the juice emotes too. Nice. Athena says, most of the time someone suggests a tool it ends with, I use something I wrote by myself, insert Anthony's project. Shit, what did I do for that this time? What did I just say? Oh, I have a thing for this. Oh yeah. Oh, the code highlighter thing. Yeah, that's fair. But let me show you why that's actually cool. Why this thing is cool. It means that I can make, I mean, if I ever make presentations again, which probably not gonna make my presentations again. Episodes Pi 3. So the cool thing about this is I can make markdown files that get turned into presentations, and so you can view them either as markdown or as slides. So this is what it looks like when you just view the markdown. I use the horizontal rules as slide separators, and you know there is some like manual HTML that's in here, but you can see like very clearly what images I made in MS Paint, because who has time to write actual images? You can get like actual code blocks with highlighting in GitHub and stuff, and then eventually, like, you know, I post-process it into presentation slides. It works pretty well. Hey, what's up, Sicilian Salad? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I'm basically a Sicilian salad. From my genetic background, but Arcane J is not a sub to Juice. Rip. Oh, and Shaz Robot Bot replied to the video idea command. Nice. Thanks for the test. Yeah, no problem. Arcade J says, Juice, your streams are too late for us Europeans. Harsha Nothing Special says, Anthony, do you have any experience with AI or ML? I do not. That is probably the only thing that I have not done a lot of things with. I've played a little bit with NLTK, but not more than like a stupid Hello World program. So I have no advice there, and basically no experience. Parson says, side effects are like sidetracking. Sometimes you don't expect them. That's true. Ingenex says, is there really no way to differentiate Control-Enter and Enter in curses? As far as I know, there is not. What the fuck? My bot isn't a sub either? What the hell? Really? Why is my bot not a sub? Now it's a sub. Twitch? I don't understand. But yeah, it didn't render the emojis for some reason. Or the emotes. They're not emoji. For those pedants. Figs or wasps? Yes. Okay, cool. Hey, what's up, Cryovonic? Welcome back. Zoller says, it was you who gifted me the sub to Juice. Ah, yes, I remember now. Where, wasn't somebody in the chat, like, begging for a sub? And, like, I kept claiming that RNG was not giving them a sub, but I was just picking names out of chat. Yeah, that was pretty funny. NLTK equals not like this K. Nothing special says I'm hungry for code. NLTK is Natural Language Toolkit, if I remember correctly. But it's for doing like some basic natural language processing. Fixer Jake says, I've been meaning to mess around with ML.NET. I don't know anything about the .NET space for machine learning either. I know like kind of the basics in Python, like, you know, import TensorFlow and you're basically done. Bang simp, says Juicemaker. All right, we're caught up on chat. Let's talk about what I want to do today. So I did a bunch of research last night on plans for moving forward with pre-commit.ci because I haven't made any like substantial progress in quite a while, and I felt like I was a little bit stuck. So I spent some time last night doing some research into how things will go. Hey, what's up, Untied Soul? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And Juicebox Hero has gifted 1 subs. There's a mistake on Streamlabs, but welcome Colonel Warden as a brand new subscriber. And you know what that means, guys. We have lost our first button. Juice says, you look warm with all those buttons. Yes, it is. I mean, I have my air conditioner on, but I mean, you're right. It is a little bit warm in my room. It is a little bit warm in my room. Ooh, we got the internationalized thank you chat messages. I believe that's German. It says with Oxygen thanking Juice for the pride emote. They're still giving out. Fixer Jake says ML.NET gives you access to some solid Azure stuff, machine learning in Xamarin. You can also use TensorFlow.net is also working on a Spark API, so those two will be pretty cool together. Nice. Hey, what's up, Enkitrix? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And actually, on that note, okay, so anyway, this is we'll talk about this in a sec. This is the basic diagram for how I want pre-commit.ci to work. And my original plan for this was to use AWS's like web front end, and then Lambda to run the web server part, and then Lambda to run the runner, and Lambda to run the builder, and Lambda to run the auto update portion. And unfortunately, Lambda has some limitations that make this pretty difficult. This part is still easy to do with Lambda because it doesn't require a large amount of memory or disk space. And the website is super easy to do in Lambda because the website is entirely stateless. And the runner and the builder would be good candidates for a serverless, stateless runner situation. But I wanted to provide a Docker image that makes this all consistent and immutable and easy to upgrade. And for one, it's not easy to run. You can run Docker and Lambda. It's not easy though. And even if I wanted to, the limitations on Lambda limit you to 250 megs of code and then half a gig of scratch space. And if we take a look at the Docker image that I already have, deep Docker images grep pre-commit, you'll see that we're already at 700 megabytes. So we're already 200 megs over the limit. So that idea is kind of out, but I did do some research on Lambda, and here's basically the same thing. You know, like 250 megs unzipped, you couldn't bake Docker into it, so we'd have to download Docker at runtime, which would be another problem. Also, it runs as a like minimal user, which doesn't have access to root, so you would have to run rootless Docker, which I want to do anyway for security reasons, but that's not a thing yet. And yeah, can't fit the Docker image. Also, I forgot the pre-commit environments are also a little bit chunky too, so I want to be able to fit those in as well. So I can't use Lambda for my build or runtime, but I'll still be able to use it for the web stuff. So that was the first bit of research that I did there. While I was researching into that, I was actually looking at Azure as an alternative. And Azure has a competing product, which is called Azure Functions. And Azure Functions. And Yeah, it looks like the equivalent for Azure Functions actually would allow me to do this, because Azure Functions don't have a size limit. You just pay for transfer costs for the code. So I would pay the transfer cost for the Docker image, and for any downloads that I need to do. So it seems like Azure was like actually a good fit for this, but some of the other stuff costed a lot more, and I'm way more familiar with AWS, so I think my first pass is going to be implementing this in AWS. Unfortunately, because I can't use Lambda, that means I'm no longer going to live completely in the free tier. So I will be doing some actual management of machines and doing some other stuff like that. So I went to do some additional research on that with basic EC2 instances. I think I can fit them on micros, and from AWS's trial period free tier, T3 micro seems to be good enough for that. It's like 1 gig of RAM and 2 vCPUs, which is more than what I need, hopefully. If I need more than 1 gig of RAM, might have some problems. I guess I could set up swap or something like that, but honestly, I don't know why you would need more than a gig of RAM to make a virtual IO, so hopefully we don't need that. And after the free period expires, I can probably switch to the AMD instances and use those instead, which is what T3A is. With the micro, or with the T whatever, the T series of EC2 instances, the way you attach disk to them is with EBS volumes. They come with like a small root volume, but you need some storage, because pre-commit has to do some stuff on disk, and we need Docker images on disk, and a bunch of other disk stuff. So I will need to set up EBS volumes, and it looks like GP2 is like kind of the general purpose, do whatever sort of deal. Like I'm not high on IOPS, so I'm not super concerned about this, but it looks like GP2 will work fine. And honestly, I could probably use spinning media if it's like actually cost prohibitive. But looking at this, I can probably get the cost down for, per run, I can probably get costs down to like, just the idle cost, which comes out to like, I think it's like $30 a year per instance or something like that, which is like nothing. So anyway, that's some of the research that I did yesterday. Parsa says, keep gifting. I want to be the only one that's not a sub in this channel. Yeah. Because you have don't you have subs disabled, Parsit? Which is like an interesting one. RJ says, lol, who's the simp now? Well, I think I have like 40 gift subs in Juice's channel, and she only has 29 in mine. What a weird odd number, 29 gift subs. But yes, Arthena says, what is this art? I made this in MS Paint because I was describing to chat what was going on. I don't know why some of the arrows are colored, but this is kind of the diagram for how I want to map things out. RKJ says it's Lambda's all the way down. Yeah, I really don't like Lambda, partially because you lose a lot of control of stuff, and it's kind of hard to do like any observability on it, and you're kind of at ends there. you did round up the number. Thank you, Juice, for gifting a sub to Kind Pawn. Welcome to Subdom. Parsa says, Lambda / serverless is the new cancer in IT. I agree. Yeah, that's actually exactly what I was saying. It's really hard. Like, it's easy to make things cheap, but every other part of it sucks. We had some Lambdas at Lyft, and holy fucking shit, they were almost always the cause of outages, or like random ass like untraceable problems and stuff. And so like we try to move as much stuff off of Lambda as possible. Person says, workers everywhere. Yeah, we do. I will essentially have a bunch of workers, which is why we're going to be working on a fake queuing system today, so I can simulate those workers on my local machine without having to pay AWS costs to play with stuff. Arthena says, did you look at Docker Slim? I looked at uDocker, Minify and secure Docker containers. I have looked at this before, yes. It is a very interesting idea. I forget how it works. Do you guys remember how it works? Or do you remember how it works, Arthino? Is it basically it gzips the layers and like at runtime opens them up? Where is the like how it works? I don't give a fuck about the actual commands. I don't know why I have Kirby stuck in my head. Design, here we go. Oh, I see. It does like dynamic linking analysis. I get it. Okay, that makes sense. Cool. But yeah, I even with that, I don't think I could fit it into Lambda. And I think it's probably better that I design this using EC2 anyway, because eventually I want to enable VM-based execution instead of just Docker-based execution. Marco Dev says, hi, Babby. Hello, Marco Dev. Welcome back. Good to see you again. G says 30, are you happy? Yes, that's a much nicer number. G-Stock0 says, Kind Pawn reminded me of that chess game I had blocked out from last weekend. Yeah, so Juice and I played a game of chess over the weekend. And yeah, anyway, we played a game of chess. It was a thing. Let's see. Flesh38 says 30. What a weird even number, right? Yeah, I mean 31 is a much better number, right? 32 or 33. No, I'm just please no. Jerp Liskin says, what's Docker D? So Docker D is the Docker daemon. PS. Actually, I think we can just do top and shift M if I remember right. Yeah. So Docker D is the daemon portion of Docker. So the way Docker works is a little bit weird. There's a privileged process, which is this Docker D process, that chills out on your system. And when you run Docker commands, it sends a JSON API to this Docker daemon, which runs like a little socket server. And that JSON API causes Docker D to fork off processes inside containerized environments. And so it's a little bit weird. It's like not quite how you would think of a normal process model in Unix. Like normally in a process model in Unix, like you would be a process, and if you want to call a process, you would create a new process and just run it. The Docker daemon kind of gives you like a slingshot to that. And some of that is for security reasons, and some of that is because it necessarily needs to run privileged things in order to set up container namespaces and other stuff like that. So anyway, but you'll see here that it takes up quite a sizable percentage of my memory to sit there and do nothing, essentially. But that's Docker for you. Ju says, wait, 29 was perfect because that was your age. Undo. Yeah. Rip. Summersoft says all sales are final. Juice. Womp womp. Yes. Marcodev says not odd at all. Number, I mean. RKJ says lol. Imagine almost being 30. Right. Right. Samuel says thanks for the emote. Indeed. Marco says, I want to hack my Babby. That sounds like a domestic violence hack and slash. I mean, Babby is pretty easy to do fun stuff with. That was part of the reason that I wrote it in Python. Let's see if this patch still works. Git apply. Oops. Pull the latest version. Does this still apply? It does still apply. We did this on stream a while ago just to show that like it's something you could do. But this is Babby, where all of the text is flipped backwards, and you can't actually type in this. So from typing import any, and except I gotta be here. I think it's an off by one error, but that's fine. From typing import any dict, I don't know, mapping or something like that. But this was kind of like a fun little experiment to see what code looks like when, you know, you flip all the text backwards. But this was, you know, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 line patch. So not actually all that complicated to, like, you know, do some fun hacky stuff with it. But the other idea is that, like, it should be easy to add commands, and it should be easy to, like, manipulate the screen and stuff like that. So that was some of the idea with Babby. Shazarbet says, don't mean to sound so noob, but I still really don't understand Docker at all. I could probably video idea that one. Video idea basics of Docker. I feel like I use Docker a lot in my videos, so it's probably a good idea to go over that.
Cool grin.
Thank you, Governor, for resubscribing with Twitch Prime. That's 4 months of storage with the cool grin. Good old TTS there. Welcome back, friends. Hey, what's up, Sarcastic Dante? Hello. And Kiwi Shock. Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome back. Joe Haga says, doesn't Windows have the same philosophy, hoard RAM in case I need it? I mean, kind of. But again, like, if you look at my Windows usage, like, the chunkiest Windows app, well, I guess if we close Photos. Oh, Photos stays open? Oh, I guess it closed finally. The chunkiest Windows app I have is Explorer, which is only using 56 megs. But there are a lot, I mean, there are a lot of systems that do stuff like that, hoard a little bit of RAM and, like, you know, let that be a thing. But if things were going to hoard RAM, they're clearly not doing a good job of it, because I've got, you know, 50 gigs available and things aren't gobbling that up. But I don't know. The bot got you for saying Windows, Joe. That's funny. Bliskin says, can I be your Babby? What does that mean? Turn it up, down, to... Oh, upside down? Yeah, the problem with upside down... Well, I mean, the way you would do upside down is just by an offset. It wouldn't be too difficult to do that. Shazarobot says, just wait till you try and fix Babby on Windows. Yeah, Shazarobot has been working on a patch to fix some encoding behaviors on Windows, because it's always super weird about encodings, because all right, and Gabby Burnett, you have one of the founder badges. You have one of those fancy first badges, because you've been here for a really long time. Actually, while you're here, what does follow age say? 1 year, 2 months. Damn, been here a really long time. But appreciate it. Person says it must be readable by every Arabian person. I don't think that's how it works. This is Pratik says, hi chat, I'm new here. What's going on here? Not so much so far. I've done a lot of talking for 45 minutes. But I'm planning to implement a fake version of SQS that I'll be using to debug my, or well, I guess not debug, more like develop my my CI system that I've been working on. So if you want to learn more about my CI system, you can go to pre-commit.ci. And you can also click through to pre-commit.com. This is a GitHooks linter code formatter framework that I wrote. So if you've seen output like this, it's probably my tool. But we're building a CI system that's based around, you know, making a like zero configuration setup for pre-commit CI, and making like caching fast and correct, having some other cool features along with that. And I've been building that solution out. So that's what we're working on today. Yeah, and this is just the research that I did on how I'm going to do the runner portion. And then I spent a lot of time learning about SQS, which is what we're going... Oh, I should show it on the other screen. Notes. So I spent a lot of time researching SQS yesterday. And so this is like some of the stuff that I came up with. I believe I'm going to be using a first in, first out queue, because this gives me some guarantees that I want for my CI system without having to do some additional work. Most of the reason here is that, I mean, we don't care about order, but we do care about duplicates. And first in, first out gives duplicate guarantees. And it doesn't cost any more, so I might as well use that. There's also another category of first in, first out that's going to make it a lot easier for me to implement the free tier. I want the free tier to be constrained so that it doesn't have like infinite parallelism, so that like, you know, somebody doesn't abuse my system to just like, you know, mine bitcoins or whatever. And one way that I can do that is by using the group ID. FIFO queues ensure exactly once processing by consuming messages in a sequence from a message group. Thus, although the consumer can continue to retrieve ordered messages from another message group, the first message group remains unavailable until the message blocking the queue is processed successfully. So this would allow me to use message groups to segment how repositories, or like, you know, say like my user and your user, if we're both on the free tier, we can only run like one at a time or something like that. And I can utilize this queue feature to do that. Hey, what's up, J. Chris P? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. The other thing that I looked into is how to do receiving messages for SQS. There's two options in SQS, which is sort and long polling. It seems like it makes sense to always use long polling. I don't know why you would ever use short polling unless you know, I guess there's some performance trade-offs, like short polling can give you results back faster, but it's on the order of seconds, so it really doesn't matter in this case, as far as I understand. Hey, what's up? This is Pratik. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. This I wrote before I figured out what group IDs were, but yes, this is exactly what I want to do. I think I should set up a dead letter queue, but I don't think it's necessary for the V1. Dead letter queue is basically an idea where if you have a queue item that cannot be processed by your system, you can pass it to an additional queue that you can debug later and figure out whether things went well or not. Hey, what's up, Kardik Sakdeva? Sorry if I mispronounced your name, but welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day is going well. Let's see. Yeah, and I'm probably going to use 2 queues, and I might need more queues once I add a paid version, which will not have the same limitations as the free tier. And I need to configure a visibility timeout, which is going to show how long a particular item in the queue will be valid for. So they basically use this so that you don't need to do retrying in a specialized way. But we're going to try and implement a really crappy version of this using SQLite so that I can demo this locally. So that's what I want to work on today. Marco Dev says search index is more, it's 60. I don't know what you're talking about. Persis says, oh, I see. Oh, I see. In my Control-Shift-Escape. I got you. Insane malware executable, yes. Kiwishock says, I was here yesterday and 2 days ago, if I am correct. Oh! Yes, you were, I mean, you were here on Monday. I didn't stream yesterday, though. But yes, I remember that now. Persis says, Anthonk is catching up on chat. It's true, it's true. Kartik says, why did you leave Lyft? I was part of the recent layoffs, where Lyft laid off, what was it, 19% of employees? So not by my choice, but it's given me some time to work on stuff that I want to work on, so I'm actually like, you know, kind of happy about it. RKJ says, why not try RabbitMQ or something rather than building something new? Partially because I want to understand like how to build one of these, but also I could learn RabbitMQ, but then I would have to like translate the different APIs between RabbitMQ and SQS, and I think if I build something from scratch, I could just, I can build it towards the, the APIs of SQS such that it's easier for the app to implement. But yeah, I did originally look into using, I think it was ZeroMQ, but I think I want to build something, and that'll also let me write some code, you know. Hey, what's up, Hussein? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Persit says, has some image links for me. We'll do it live. Anthony, after seeing the first monthly bill for pre-commit.ci. I mean, I hope it's not going to be expensive. I think the first month I should be able to fit in the free tier. but I don't think it's going to stay there for long. I'm hoping, yeah. I don't know, I think it's not going to be that expensive, hopefully. And I hope that once I build a paid tier that it'll pay for itself. That's my like actual goal here. Fixer Jake says, man, I had to deal with all these queue systems when my OS class had us make a process scheduler. Yeah, I had to make a process scheduler as well. Where would that have been? X482? 1T? Oh, this is my thread scheduler. I like how I got away with this too. This is the README that we submitted for the project. And I was just like, yeah, whatever. We'll call it refactoring. But yeah, we had to implement thread scheduler and queue. And looks like we did it with linked lists. For some reason we were writing C++, but we were not allowed to use C++ STL. So we had to write our own fucking queues for everything, which was really annoying, but oh well, that's the way things go. Thorsoft says, locally would RabbitMQ with Redis be better and quicker to implement? There are a few things out of the box that would match with what you're wanting in SQS. I think I'm going to be able to make just like a very simple busy loop and sqlite table to do what I want. I don't think it's going to be complicated. This commit. Fucking submit! Oh, because I forgot some of the files. This is actually, I believe this file might have used my old-ass version of pre-commit. Hey, Mewtwo, thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. If you guys don't know Mewtwo, she also streams. There we go. You should check out her channel and give her a follow. But yeah, it would probably be better. I know I'm wrong, but I just want to implement something crappy and see how it goes. So that's what we're gonna do today. Critic says, it's always good to get time. That's what makes the best projects. Yes. RabbitMQ docs are annoyingly out of date and annoying. As if says, Anthony, you can apply for startup credits from AWS. It's $1,000 and they will definitely give them to you for pre-commit.ci if you've not had them before. Oh, I'll keep that in mind. That sounds good. Bash nonsense, yeah. So the reason that there's this bash nonsense is I actually wrote this like crazy test runner for this thing in bash, which I don't know why I did this in bash. But yeah, like I had this like crazy thing that, you know, I wonder if it still works. Acetylate ECS 482 1T. Run tests. What could go wrong? Build failed. Sudo apt install gcc multi. No, I think it's g++ multilib. Multilib. This is actually one of my most upvoted Stack Overflow questions. And yes, my password is bad password. It's not actually a password that I care about. That's why I use this for here. The program is called AWS Activate. Okay, I will bookmark that for myself. AWS Activate. Bookmarks. Oops. Bookmark this page. Done. Build and scale with up to 100,000 AWS Activate credits. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Fixer Jake says, "Oh man, luckily we just used STL vectors." Yeah, then you had easy mode then. Well, it still appears to be building. We also had a file called badass lock. This is some like crazy makefile shenanigans that I put together. Oh boy. Well then. I guess this code has not stood the test of time. Fuck. PSEF grep. And this test is deadlocked. That's not what I want. I think this one is deadlocked too. Pkill test memory. Why did it start so many threads? Holy shit. Okay, yeah, this is like super fucked. Kernel oops. But anyway, this is what the test output kind of looked like. I wonder if I ran it without -v if it passed. No. But this... Does this look familiar? Does this output look familiar at all? This is the start of the basics of what pre-commit ended up looking like. I wonder why this is broken. I don't fucking care. Bye. There's probably some undefined behavior I was using. This particular says, why would you not use STL? We were not allowed to use STL for whatever reason. QShark says, design patterns. I'm curious about it lately. For a few weeks on the job, I'm working on a project with Django. Man, the philosophy of this framework is really interesting. There are things I've noticed for the first time, dependency inversion principle, for example, and I started wondering. There have to be more, and I'm not sure how to call it patterns of ways of looking at problems. Even looking at different programming languages gives us a different, further view on different things. Yeah. I feel like Django also has like a very different approach to how most things work, so it's a little bit different. I've got 2 book recommendations, which I've heard are not getting old even if published years ago. Safe link, just 2 links to Google Inside. I see. Does anyone have a good recommendation on books for stuff about design patterns? I unfortunately do not have any recommendations about books. I am not at all a book person, so sadly I can't recommend anything there. Fixer Jake says I have so many commits like that from college. Yes. Sorry for the wall of text. No, it's fine. Mutcher says, thanks for the shout out. Yeah, no problem. Fixer Jake says, lucky my scheduler project came with lots of boilerplate testing code that the professor wrote, so you just ran it. It even told you your grade, so if you didn't finish it, you could tweak stuff to pass as many tests for the possible best grade. Oh, that's nice. Tumani says, bug report for the bot, the bang SO command adds a bang to the link. Oh, we should put a space in there? It only does that for particular clients. Let's fix that. Bot.py, bang SO. We can put a space here. No, yes. Add a space to the SO command so that bad linkifiers are okay. Push that up, and then we'll restart the bot. That should fix that now. But thank you for the bug report, Tumani, and super fixed. Easy, easy. Binding says, books, you read them. That's my recommendation. I don't want to read books. I read books! Sorry! QShock says, any other recommended source would be great. So, I learn from projects, unfortunately, so I usually end up looking stuff up as I'm building stuff. Hey, what's up, Panis Trek? Welcome back. Are you here to troll again? It's been a while since I've seen you. It's like quite a lack of trolls in the chat with you missing. Welcome back. Communicore says, Panis Tracks, it is the Amazon Simple Queuing service, a hosted queue you interact with via HTTP. Yes. So we're gonna make a crappy version of that today. Let's see, queuing.py. So we basically need 3 APIs to implement the stuff that I'm going to need from SQS, and I'm hopefully going to be able to adapt this interface to other queuing backends as I need them. But it's basically 3 APIs. One of them is enqueue to put something on the queue. Enqueue. And this takes a queue name, And we're gonna be just using FIFO queues for this for now. I can add non-FIFO queues later, or just like pretend everything is a FIFO queue. Queue name, and it'll take what, a group key, which is again going to be a stir. You can actually have a group key be anything else in SQS, but we're gonna use stir for simplicity. And we're gonna have our data, which will be any in this case, since we're using just like a generic blob here. And what else do we need? The queue will have its own implicit timeout, so we're just gonna hard code the timeout for today. And what else? What else do we need? I think that might be it. We'll implement that. We will do long poll, which will take queue name and timeout, something like that, and n. But n in our case is always going to be always going to be 1. So this will be optional any, which is not a useful type. Hey, what's up, WC Dozer? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Biniar says FIFO. FIFO is first in, first out. So essentially your standard queue. SQS has 2 types of queues. One is a FIFO queue, and the other is their standard queue. Their standard queue doesn't have any ordering or duplicate guarantees, and is more designed for just like, you know, deferring actions. Whereas I want to defer actions and and have a constraint to them, so that's why I am doing that. Shazarmat says Fino is the best queue. Fino is first in, never out. So you just write it forever. Communicore says FIFO queues are the complicated flavor. Indeed. Hey, what's up, Casually Zen? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Herviki says this is like a TypeScript. Yes, so I'm using Python type annotations. I actually have a YouTube video that is an explainer of this one. Nothing writes code explains. So I have a bunch of videos about type annotations. Introduction to Python typing and MyPy. Yes, so if you want to check out this video, I go over a little bit about type annotations in Python and kind of give like a nice intro for this. Panastrike says, why are you making this? Artheno says because he can. Yeah, that's most of the actual reason. But I need a queue to implement parts of pre-commit.ci. Notably, I closed it. Notably, this portion here and this portion here are background queues. And it's a CI system, so naturally it has queuing, as they tend to do. Biniar says, thanks for the reminder. Oh, for FIFO, yes. Hey, what's up, Llama with Memory Loss? Hello, 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 hello to you as well. Qshock says, exactly in the link that I posted earlier, the message for Anthony were 2 books. One was the Design Patterns by Gang of 4. The second was probably written based on the Gang of 4 book. Yes. Cool. Okay, but yeah, we're building queues for this sort of stuff here. And okay, so long poll will retrieve an object, and an object has like a receive key or something. This is actually optional tuple of stir any. This will be the ID that SQS gives us. And we're gonna implement this as a busy loop because why not? Because I'm just gonna implement this with like with SQLite because it'll be super easy. We also need to mark another API to mark something as used. Def mark completed, which will take queue name stir and what do they call the identifier in SQS? Where's the docs? Please take me to the docs. Nope. We're not gonna log into that. SQS FAQ. Bump the size here. Is it change message visibility? Change the visibility? No, not that one. Delete message. Is it delete message? Yeah. Receipt handle. Receipt handle. And this is also none. I bet these probably fit on one line. Oops. Oops. Yeah, there we go. Does this one fit on one line is the question though. Yes. Okay. So that's... I think these are the 3 things that I need to handle here. Community core says message ID. Receive message. Oops. A little period at the end there. Yes, this was the API I was looking at. So there's a wait time seconds. I properly did that as an int. And it returns back the body. We don't actually care about this hash. It's kind of shitty that they're using MD5 in the year of our Lord 2020, but this is the thing that I want. Because I don't think you can actually delete based on message ID. I think you can only delete based on the receipt handle. Remove. Yeah, so delete message is how you mark something as completed. Amazon SQS automatically deletes message left in the queue longer than the retention period. Yeah, so we'll also have a retention period. But yeah, these are the 2 parameters for mark completed. Cool. Okay, I think that's good. I think that is good. But thank you for that link, Community Core. Shazarbet says, I wonder how often the bot will correct the Linux text. It seems to be chill right now. It should be 1 in 10. It should be 1 in 10. Artheno says, Aetherite's code. Today I created a PR that involves PyProject.toml and the source setup. And you've got a Vape Nation link after that. So, yeah, I did make a video about the source layout. I don't do source layout because I don't care. But I did go over that in this video. But oh yeah, I don't have BTTV. Also, I don't. Sorry, that was the wrong one. I don't have it here either. I think I can enable it, but I don't view it with BTTV, so shrugs. But also, doesn't Vape Juice Jordan have one of those as well? But Community Core says, oh yeah, that's what the note box says. Yeah, indeed. Cryophonic says, how is the job hunting going? I'm not job hunting right now. I'm trying to work on my own stuff. Yeah, that's the emote that I was thinking of from Shaz Robot. Vape Jew Niche. Yes. Okay, cool. So as with almost all of my crappy SQLite knockoff versions of these things, we're gonna make, you know, a crappy context manager here. Oh, actually, while I'm here, I have come up with a newer version of my crappy SQLite knockoff thing, where I don't need to run this as often. And we can get rid of most of these calls. Yeah. But anyway, since it's a hack, I don't care. Exags init schema sqlite3.connection to none, and we'll set up whatever schema we need here. Import sqlite3 from typing import any optional and tuple. No new line there. Then we need this code. Literally the same code. And then a constant up here. This q.sqlite. That'll be the database that we use. And db.execute. Create table if not exists. Q. So just Q items. Yeah, we can probably do that. Q items. Which will have Q name. Text not null. We need. We need the insertion time at some point. Insert time. How do? I want that to be automatic. Hey, what's up, Tronbo? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Call it create time. And we also have expiring time. Expiry time. And we have group key, text not null. And the data? I think that's it. Oh, we also need receipt handle, which would be nullable. Receipt handle text null. Yeah, that's right. And then no primary key, right? We'll just use row ID as our primary key because none of this is actually unique. Yeah, no primary key. Okay, I think that's the schema we'll go with. Athena says way too dank. Shazrat says, wait, if there is official and a BTTV with the same text, which one gets rendered? Oh, I wonder. There probably isn't any overlaps at this point. Athena says we can just use the emotes and imagine them, right? Hey, what's up, Hagatas? Welcome back. With the Fields Badman as usual. Hello, hello. Kriviki says, why not MySQL? I'm just trying to get some hacky local thing working. I'm not going to actually use this code in production. It's mostly just for development. Hagata says, why not Mongo? I have a funny story about Mongo, actually. So, we can put it in Selfie Mode for a while. So, last time I did job interviews, which was 2018? 2017? 2018? I don't fucking remember. I guess 2017. Yeah. But I interviewed at a bunch of companies, and one of the companies that I interviewed at was MongoDB. I didn't seriously want to work there, but I interviewed there anyway. And actually, the job would have been really fucking cool. Basically, they wanted me to work on open source language drivers for Mongo. And so I would have basically been able to spend all my time working on open source and you know, working with a bunch of different programming languages that I like. So I would have been able to work with, you know, the C# driver, the C++ driver, the Python driver, the C driver, basically a bunch of... What the fuck happened here? Oh, sorry. Well, now this is broken. Sorry. For some reason, this code is fucked up here. And fixing it breaks something else down here. So there's a parenthesis missing somewhere. Oh, it came from up here. Oh wait, I pasted this twice. Anyway, but yeah, I interviewed at MongoDB, and not once throughout the interview process did I ever say the word Mongo in talking about MongoDB. I called it MangoDB every single time, including to the like CTO, and and nobody fucking called me on it, and I got an offer, But yes, this is my MongoDB story. But I have lost so much sleep to Mongo and sanity to Mongo that I don't really want to deal with Mongo. Suiku says, what does SQS stand for? It stands for Simple Queuing Service. So it's a hosted queue that you work with over HTTP. I'm making a crappy version of it with SQLite. Andrew Next says, why didn't you take the job? They paid fucking pennies. It was essentially like a huge pay cut. It was not a good not a good salary for me. But I don't know, the job would have been really cool. But also I don't really believe in Mongo personally. But time to create MongoDB. I think it already exists. MongoDB. No, I actually mean MongoDB. I'm not that Google. I think this is a parody. MongoDB is one of the fastest databases in existence. It allows you to store any kind of data you want without any I/O bottleneck. Oh, you know it's great when you have to easy install G-Event. Nope. NTY. Why are there two of these here? Anyway, there is a thing that already exists. Hikata says we need pre-commit.ci for your project. So pre-commit actually uses SQLite, so there is actually kind of a database behind the scenes. No cache pre-commit db.db. So there is actually a database here. I have not run pre-commit GC in a while. Let's see, select count 1 from config. So there's 111 there. If I run pre-commit GC, it's cleaning up a lot of stuff, it looks like. 18 repos removed. Oh, there's 18 remaining also. That seems like a really weird but also coincidental number. Select count 1 from repos. So there's 52 reference repositories in my current set of things. But anyway, there is a database for pre-commit. And actually that's part of what pre-commit.ci has to resolve, is a distributed version of that data store. But as of this is MongoDB, the Snapchat of databases. Megaton says, I did a migration tool from MySQL to Postgres today. I hate myself and MySQL. Feels bad, man. Yeah. Joe Haga says, in the Rails code, do you typically just use SQLite locally and then migrate to managed services when deploying? Yes, I do. 111 minus 18 does not equal 18. Yeah, that's true. So the cleanup that happened was against this table here, not against this table. This table gets silently cleaned up. But this is the one that it actually cleaned up from. But yes, you're right. Tubrum says, how about using Postgres locally and then Postgres when deploying? Because I don't want to run my own Postgres. I'm also not making an actual data store here. I'm making a queue. And I'm bullshitting it on top of SQLite. Hey, what's up, New Kid Time? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Also, welcome back, Tubeworm. Good to have you as well. That says bad bot. Gaming Bo says bang keyboard. This is the Freestyle Pro. Tubeworm says, I don't want to run my Postgres. Why is Docker? Why it's hard? Wait, what? What is Docker? Why it's hard? Oh, I see. I can't read. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna go fill up my water because I'm actually out. So I will see you guys in a little bit, and I'll be right back. See you guys then. Alright, we're back. Got my water. Hello, hello. As Afaza says, I have a blog post I wrote today on how to run Postgres on Docker, if that would help. Yeah, feel free to post links in chat. Links are on because, you know, it's a programming stream, so links are important. Oh, I forgot to shave today. Dang it. I'm a scrub. Today. Oh well. Kata says, import water as beer. Wouldn't you want the opposite so that I'm actually drinking beer? Import beer as water? Actually, that's kind of funny because there's no way you're gonna be able to see this on camera. This is a glass that I got. Oh, maybe you can. This is a glass that I got from a conference in 2014. And it does say beer on it, so it is. I'm not drinking beer out of it though. Time for a riot. Does it mention fsync? Oh yeah. Oh man. Sorry, TubeWorm. You have just triggered me. There's been all sorts of fsync sadness in my past. TubeWorm says, I want my Mongograss to pass test fast. I see. Flesh says water. Yeah, yo, if this were a giant thing of vodka, we'd be in a completely different place. Completely different place. Hey, what's up, Silas Ken? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Arthino says, did you see this review on pre-commit? I know what you're trying to get me to do, Arthino. I'm not fucking falling for this. This is definitely a Rickroll link. I'm almost certain. Yeah, Rickroll, but it sounds like an anime opening. Didn't get me, Arthino. Didn't get me, buddy. Good try, though. Good try. But the thing about like reviews of pre-commit is usually people will at me on Twitter, so I will have already seen it. Shazerbat says pint glasses are the best to drink water out of, though. Yeah, they're like just the right size. Thomas Bras says, Alias Code, how old are you? I am 29 years old. I turned 29 a few days ago, so I'm just freshly 29. Juice says, don't reward that behavior. Oh no, which behavior did I reward? Hey, what's up, Yoda Droid, who says, hello world. Yes, fuck hello world. Hello world. That's where it's at. Oh no, I have emails. What are these emails about? Yeah, this is the first one. Update docs to use the latest checkout version. Yeah, this was originally attempting another thing. Hey, what's up, Hanan? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day is going well. Why did I... Yeah. This was originally committed and then reverted here. Let's make sure that fetch depth is only included in the commit back documentation. It's unnecessarily slow otherwise. Also, they fucked up their highlighting here. Why is their highlighting fucked up? There's a triple quote in here somewhere. Where this is buggy? Yeah, there we go. But yeah, it should not be in this section up here. It should be down in this section, using this action in private repositories. But anyway, that one was easy to review. Oh, good try at rickrolling me, yeah. Thumbsprout says, damn, we've already been a tech lead before 29. That's pretty sick. I'm turning 26 soon. Indeed. Hey, what's up? Iona Jane, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I was a tech lead at... Let's see, how old was I then? My 3rd year at Yelp? 4th year at Yelp? So I would have been 25? 24? Yeah, I was a tech lead at 24, so similar. But yeah. Turning 26 soon, nice. Getting older with all the rest of us. Arthena says, time to unite with Andrew and X for the next level. Summersoft says, be careful, checkout at V2 has been bumpy. Yes, there's been some wacky shit with it. I've also hit these checkout V2 bugs. So that's why I'm not just rubber stamp merging this, because I know it's broken. Hanan says, hello, I've used Flakegate before. Thanks for streaming and for your work. Yes. Yeah, I'm the current maintainer of Flakegate. I didn't create Flakegate from scratch, but I've been maintaining it for 3 or 4 years now. Mostly because the other maintainer burned out on open source real hard, and I offered to take a maintainership, so that happened. But yeah, I'm glad you appreciate it. Never mind, you're aware. Yes. Thomas Ross says, in the rights code, I'm a front-end dev now and the only one at the company, so you could call me a lead, but when we hire more people for front-end, I want to be a legit lead. Any tips? Yeah, so honestly, for me, most of the difference between like being a normal developer and being like a technical lead is driving vision and direction for your team as well as teams around you, and kind of building the way forward and elevating other people to be better engineers. So it involves a lot of like mentorship as well as like meetings and planning, and in a way you take up some of the like technical management skill set and are required to like utilize that. And honestly, towards the end, I spent a lot less time coding than I did like, sitting in meetings and telling people how to do stuff and what we should and shouldn't do. But Shasterbot says that feel when you're 22 and just starting to learn programming. You can start to learn programming at any time. You don't need to compare against everyone else. If that's what you want to do, like, make it happen, bud. The one like kind of cool thing about programming is like age is not a huge deal in how like how good of an engineer you can be. Did I say 22? I didn't say 22, did I? Fuck. I read 32 and then I might have said 22. My bad, sorry. But yes, 32. Even at 32, it's fine. Don't worry about it. What's up, Thiago Jack? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And we got a raid from Crazy Pie 314. Hey, what's up, Crazy Pie 314? Welcome, raiders. What were you guys working on today? Let's give a shout out to Crazy 4 Pie. That's even better. I like that name. How many digits of pi do you know? Crazy for pi. I know too many. Joe Haga says, at what age are you going to submit to the managerial track? I don't want to be a manager. I don't ever want to be a manager. Please no. Please no. But anyway, Raiders, I guess I should tell you guys what I'm working on today. And we'll go over that in a little bit of detail. So I'm building a CI system, and this is pre-commit.ci. It is a CI system to run a tool, an open source tool that I wrote called pre-commit. The idea behind pre-commit is it manages Git hooks and linters and code formatters, and I'm losing my voice again, and I'm only an hour and a half into the stream, so that's not good. But anyway, the basic idea behind pre-commit is you set up a configuration file that lists remote repositories, versions, and the tools that are provided by those, and it knows how to download those, install those, and run those tools during Git lifecycle and stuff. And in this case, like I set up like a YAML checker and some whitespace fixers, as well as the code formatter black. and pre-commit tool, will install git hooks. It also knows other git hooks other than pre-commit, but I suck at naming, or like 5 years ago me sucked at naming. Maybe it was 6 years ago now, I don't know. But anyway, it knows how to download those environments, install them, and then run them against files in your Git repository. And I'm building a CI system that takes the same tool, but runs it in a way that is fast, correct, and other stuff around there. And so we've been slowly working through this. It's kind of a large project, and honestly, I've been having some motivation issues with continuing work on it. But I've kind of got over a hump yesterday while I was doing a bunch of research, and so I'm kind of excited about working on this today. But this is the basic diagram setup for the CI system that I'm building, where it'll have a website that receives webhooks from GitHub, from pull requests and stuff, and it will build the data stuff that's needed to do the running. This is what happens locally on the computer when you use this tool as a developer tool. And then a runner portion will download the code from your repository and then run the tools against that and issue GitHub statuses. And if it makes modifications, it may also issue commits to autocorrect those, which is pretty cool. But that's what we're working on today. We're particularly working on implementing the queuing part of this. And I want to implement a fake queue that I can work against locally. Mostly because I want to learn how queues might be implemented, but I'm going to implement a very, very crappy one. So that's what this is the start of. I'm going to implement it on top of SQLite, which is not a great data store, but it gets the job done, I guess. Let's see. Shazarot says, I wish I was 22 again. Yeah, don't we all? Thomas Ross says, why did they choose you for a lead position? Was there something in particular that made you a really good candidate for that position? For me, I was the lead of the developer experience organization, team, etc. And I was a natural fit for that because I'm basically an industry expert in developer tooling and that sort of stuff. It's basically my passion. It's the stuff that I really enjoy working on, and I know a lot of stuff about. And at the same time, I knew a lot about how the rest of Lyft's provisioning and execution stack and the direction that was going. And so I was able to take my industry knowledge and combine it with practical knowledge about how Lyft works and be a good fit for driving the direction of that team and also helping to drive the directions of teams around them. So that's kind of why it made sense there. Joe says, switching to management kind of seems like an imperative. Can't match new grad energy forever. You don't have to match new grad energy forever. You can move into more of mentorship roles, and then you don't have to. Broken Mirror says, learning about simulators for the quantum development kit. The quantum development kit. That sounds cool. Quantum development kit. This sounds like some of the stuff that Ethan was working on. QDK, nice. Q Sharp. I have not heard of Q Sharp. Rich integration of Visual Studio, Visual Studio Code, and interoperability with the Python programming language. That's pretty cool. I know little to nothing about quantum computing, but it seems like it's going to be one of those, the next big thing in computing. So maybe when I get some free time, I'll check it out. But it sounds really cool. We're doing software development for quantum computers in Q Sharp. Nice. Fermi says management. Ugh. Joe says that's a lie. He's contributing to MongoDB. Yeah, we're writing MongoDB right now. Rookamir says, oh, we use pre-commit in the Q Sharp libraries for the quantum development kit to run our linters. Nice. Well, small world. I created pre-commit, but it's always cool to hear people using it in different ways. So that's really awesome. Vinit Kami says, hello, love your live coding sessions. Hello to you as well. Are you saying that because I say that? I say hello all the time. That's why we have an emote for it. Vinit Kimmy says, I've been binging on them recently. Your videos are very informative. Thanks for doing this. Ah, okay. So you have picked it up from my YouTube channel, where I upload, I upload all of my content after the fact to YouTube. So you can check that out at youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode. And I've also been uploading, educational content around other topics similar to how I answer questions in chat. So that also ends up on YouTube. Hey, what's up, Craig Gilchrist? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day is going well. Crazy for Pie says, thanks, I love Python, but I'm trying to learn C# to write new simulators for Q#. Needed a chaser after that. Yes, I actually really like C#. I wish I could write more C#. I really like the language. I wrote a significant amount of it back in 2010 and 2011, and haven't really gotten an excuse to write more of it since then, but maybe this will be the reason that I write more C#. Juice says, my sister is in materials research for quantum computing. Oh, cool. Talk about small world there. I'll have to pick her brain about that then. Thank you for the... So, Angelina X, I don't know if you know this, but whenever you post the unicodified name or unicodified link there, it doesn't render. This is not clickable. I know you probably have a copy pasta thing to make this show up every time, but it doesn't link properly. You should just do bang YouTube. Oh, I know I don't care. Oh, I got our good old flavored troll there. Fixer Jake says, I love C#. Yeah, C#'s good. I like it. It's like Java that doesn't suck. Unicode for the win. I think those all fit in Latin 1 though, so I don't even know if it's actual, truly the UTF-8 extension. But Shazzerbot says VIP rescinded. Yeah, he might be pushing it there, Angelina X. Juice says she shoots lasers at diamonds. I see. That makes sense. Okay, cool. But yeah, so I was actually taking a break from this and checking my email because I have some other open source stuff to read. Let's look at this one. This is going to link me to a particular commit. Yeah, so this is a change to PyTest, which I think is actually incorrect, which forces colors to be always on in if this particular environment variable is set, and I don't think this is the right solution, because this could be set whether or not it's a TTY, which I think is not at all the right decision to make there. Although everyone else was like, ship it, ship it, ship it, and I was like, please no. But we'll see what happens there. Looks like there isn't actually any updates to that one, so I can delete that email. Hey, what's up, Fark? Sorry if I butcher your name, but welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. And we have this here, which is just another comment by Hugo that doesn't actually do anything. Cool, caught up an email. Easy, done. Angel Knight says, is this better? I mean, that doesn't link at all. Mixer Jake says, exactly, I started on Java, so moving to C# blew my mind at how easy it was to convert to, then how great the feature set is. So if I remember correctly, C# was originally a fork of Java, but then I think it was Sun at the time was like, rah, copyright, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I think it was originally called Java Sharp or something like that. And so Microsoft was like, well, I guess we'll just fork it then and call it something else. And that's where C# came from. But something like that. I don't know. The story might be completely wrong, but... Juice says, but really she tried to modify the spin of hydrogen atoms in nitrogen vacancies to represent states. Oh. Lasers and diamonds, yes. Hey, what's up, Mumi Jamala? Welcome back. Anth's channel sucked, but that one gives me my own front page. Yeah. And hello again, Blag. Coco says, how old are you? I'm trying not to be rude, just curious. I am 29 years old. I turned 29 a few days ago. So I'm freshly 29. I'm old enough where I do the subtraction in my head, if that gives you context there. But yeah, lasers are cool. There's actually the dude that created Apple, one of the dudes that created Apple, so not Steve Jobs, but Steve Wozniak. He actually has a laser pointer collection, and apparently there are rare colors of lasers. Steve Wozniak laser. I can't spell laser. Oh, I can't spell laser. But I forget where I heard this story from. Why is this not a thing? Why is this not talked about more? But anyway, apparently there's like yellow and purple lasers that are like really rare or whatever. But Fixer Jake says Microsoft was making Java tooling, but then Sun sued the shit out of Microsoft, so then the god Anders created C# and specifically Java tooling for Windows. Oh, I see. Sarcastic Dante says, so old. J. Carey says, you're still wet behind the ears. What the fuck does that mean? Wet behind the ears. An idiom that means inexperienced or naive. Wow, that seems like a insult there. Its meaning comes from a baby that has just been born and is still wet behind the ears, among other places. I see. That's quite the mental imagery. Sounds like the Woz. Looks up something about Steve Wozniak. Why is it not talked about more? I don't know. It's lasers, man. Maybe people don't need to talk about lasers. Crazy for Pie says, I have turned optical fibers into plasma by trying to find crypto side channels to quantum crypto devices. I'm sorry, what? I understood some of those words in that sentence, but I have no idea what they mean together. Hey, what's up, Nerdy Laka? Welcome back. Hello. Good to see you again. Right, so let's implement this. I also know that I'm gonna want a file lock for this because SQLite, it does have transactions, but it fails in like not the way that I want it to. Fortunately, I've already written file locking code, so we can just copy that. File lock.py. We don't need the NT version, so we can just use the Linux version. And we don't need the blocked callback. And we can do this. And then we need this. So we're gonna lock a particular file. Yeah, I think that'll work. Fixter says, sometimes when I'm bored, I listen to some keynotes that Anders gave about C# and TypeScript. He's an interesting guy to listen to. Oh, he works on TypeScript too? Nice. Crazy Reply says, purple and yellow lasers exist, just need to find a material where there's an electronic transition that has the energy of those colors. Yes, indeed. So, I may not let on to this very often, but my background is actually in biochemistry, so I have a considerable amount of chemistry knowledge. But I switched to CS my third year of school, and then crammed a CS major into 2 years somehow. But I actually graduated with more CS credits, or sorry, biochem credits than I did CS. So I do have a lot of knowledge about, it's about the electron falling a particular amount to emit that wavelength, and that's how you get lasers. Gantrix says, how come literally every time I check the stream, Anthony writes code is not actually... It's not actually writing code. Hey man, I showed some code. Why you gotta attack me like that? Because chat's more fun. That's why. Jake Curry says, meaning you're still young, no insult intended. I'm old and that's what they said when I was young. That's fair. I didn't actually become insulted. Let's see. That's another thing MongoDB is crap at. Transactions, yeah. I mean, SQLite is not good at it because it's not actually a thing, but Q.lock. Something like that. Don't have blocked callback. Lock file. I actually don't know why I made this a constant. Either of these a constant. That fits in that. And we can call this q.lock. So the basic idea behind this file locking is we're using we don't actually need the non-blocking case here. It's actually simpler. So I made a context manager which calls flock on a file number with lockx. This is an exclusive lock, and then a context manager where when you exit it, it unlocks it. So it's just very basic flock code. The reason pre-commits is a little bit more complicated than this is because it needs to support other platforms, in particular Windows. And Windows does not have the flock syscall, so we have to use MSVCRT, which is the Microsoft Visual C runtime. And we use the locking API from that. And unfortunately, the way MSVCRT's locking works is it's actually a timed lock. And so we have to, where's the part where it does that? Yeah, so we have to busy loop here until we actually lock the file. So the timing of the locking function is not configurable. So this basically spin loops until it actually locks it. And it has deadlock detection, which I don't know how a file lock could have deadlock detection, but I guess that's a thing. And I guess unlocking is unnecessary, but I did it anyway. Oh, I wonder if these type ignores can be fixed now. I think they finally can. I have ADHD, can you guys tell? And check out pre-commit auto update. That should get us to the latest MyPy version, and then I should be able to remove those type ignores, in theory. Git grep-l type ignore 782. And I think I can remove these because I I actually added these functions to type shed. Type ignore. I think we need to keep that one. Pre-commit run all files. So that should hopefully do that. Ardino says he writes code, it just takes time when you're old. Yes. JK says MongoDB is not meant to do ACID, that makes sense. AngelNX says enable 10-minute slow mode and code. Whatever. Joe Haga says, what is FCNTL for? Are messages in your queue represented as files subject to mutex locks? I'm using the locking to lock the SQLite database because it doesn't have great exclusivity and multiprocessing. So I don't actually need it because I'm only gonna have one in my sample. In my little crappy runtime, I'm only gonna have one consumer and producer, so it shouldn't be that bad. But Minute says, how many glasses of water do you drink? Great habit. I tend to drink more on stream, I feel like. I usually go through about a glass an hour, it seems like, and these are pint glasses, so 16 ounces an hour on stream, which is way more than I usually drink. But I think it's also just like kind of a, you know, slightly nervous habit, but also like my mouth gets dry from talking a lot. Crazy for Pie says, quantum chemistry is probably the most interesting application for quantum computers we know about right now. I see. I see. Movie Joanna says, I wish one of the proper databases was as easy to import into Python as SQLite. That's why I use it to prototype stuff, because it's super fucking easy to use. Farmy says, Windows! Yeah. Yup. Yup. Actually, how did you guys all... Oh, Angelina eventually got the bot to be angry about Windows. I see, I see. Tubroom says, proper databases are just as easy to import, you just need to run them. Yeah. The nice thing about SQLite is you need no runtime. It is the runtime. Hey, what's up, Arscar? Or Arscar, that's probably better. Thank you for the follow, welcome to the stream. And Mahler's Telt, thank you as well for the follow. Welcome, welcome. It's easy to write code, it's difficult to write great code. I'm writing shit code today, so don't follow my lead here. We actually want to... Okay, so there's this cool new syntax that's going to be available in Python 3.9. Maybe 3.10, which lets you do this now, which has trailing commas. And so I can actually do... with lock here. But unfortunately, we're not targeting Python 3.9 here, so... Sad face. Is there a reason to do this? And I could just do... What the fuck did I type? I could just do this. Oh, that's not what I want. File now equals f dot file now. And then we don't need this. Simplify the code a little bit. I think that'll work. I could even make this slightly shorter by calling this function each time, because it's not performance critical. But unfortunately we can't use this syntax yet because it doesn't exist in the version of Python that I'm targeting, which will be 3.8 for now. And this line gets too long when I put all these things here. So, unfortunately what I'm going to do is my preferred spelling of this, which that also is that going to fit? No, it's not going to fit after I indent. Ugh. So we're going to have 3 if statements instead, but whatever, it's good enough. Hey, what's up, Pro Hermit Zero? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. For me, such shit code today. Same. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be correct. It's just not going to be the most useful of code. But I think that's what we need so far. Oh, this passed. Origin master, upgrade my pie. Add a shoe. Upgrade my pie to get type shed fixes. So we'll at least get a commit out of this, right? J. Carey says, does Babby do auto formatting? Not yet, but that was actually one of the main reasons that I wanted to make my own text editor, was to have better support for auto formatting, because Nano removed that feature for dumb reasons. Let's see if we can actually find the typeshed commit that I did here. Python typeshed. I think I'm in the top 20 contributors now. I was top 10 for a while, I want to say. Oh, Roy Boy passed me again. Oh, maybe I was top 20. Yeah, because it's only 26 commits. I realize you guys have no idea what I say when I say Roy Boy. This is a guy I used to work with. His name is Roy Williams. And we... what's the word? Affectionately called him Roy Boy. Which... I can't explain why. I'm pretty sure this is a me thing as well. This is something I came up with for some dumb reason. Yes, here we go. This is the patch that I was looking for. So this is the function that I added. But that's why my pie was confused, and this is why when I fixed it, it works. Fermi says triple indented widths, yeah. And also the ordering of these is important, so I can't actually change this. Unforch, but whatever. Works well enough. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna use the stupid line, the line continuation. I think that's really ugly. And, you know, I could do this. But then these don't line up, and like you've got these ugly backslashes, and then this is all fucking weird. And so like I would usually do this, and like it just looks fucking hideous. So we're not doing any of that. Oops, one more. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Oh, fucking A. We'll just retype it. I forgot a colon here, though. But yeah, triple indented widths. But yeah, I could do that Adrian X. I just think it looks really ugly. Hey, what's up, Kuala Lumpur? Welcome back. Good to have you again. Mumijalala says, what is type shed? So type shed is where MyPy and other type checkers put known types for things. Python type shed. And this is honestly, in a lot of cases, better than the actual Python documentation for some stuff. So like often if I'm like, well, in Python 3, what does the, I don't know, what does the tokenized module functions look like? And you can see here the function signatures for stuff. But type checkers utilize this to do type checking. And MyPy freezes a particular version of type shed every time they do a release. So Louis Jamala says, line continuations in Python are the worst. I agree. That's why I don't like them. GQR says, what is this in the middle of your keyboard? This is a, I use it as a stream deck, but it is the BDN9. If you do bang keyboard 3, I think it's keyboard 3, you can see like what it is. But this button here takes me into my good old selfie mode. Hello, hello. This button here is the one which is my main stream view. But yeah, that's what that is. Kuala Lumpur says, good to be here. Well, it's always good to have you in chat. And you can look at the other keyboards. Yeah, keyboard 1 and keyboard are the same. Due to an accident that I will keep there as well. Also, that happened to match keyboard 4. The regexes are not bad, or not great, but... Smallgram says, random question, have you ever used Python before? Seems like a nice way to get away with avoiding JavaScript for small projects. I'm a Python fanboy, but sometimes you got a front end. I have used it as like a toy to play with before. I'm actually a contributor to a related project called PyPy.js, although I think PyPy.js is dead now. But this is a similar idea to Python, although Python takes a different approach than PyPy.js. PyPy.js does some mscriptin shenanigans to set stuff up there. Hey, Michaela, welcome back. Good to see you again. But I tend to just write JavaScript. I was actually a JavaScript developer before I was a Python developer, so I'm okay writing JavaScript. Hey, what's up, GPSNTS? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Kuala Lumpur says, just to keep up, what are you working on right now? I'm building a queue on top of SQLite to simulate SQS so that I can use this as a development tool for building pre-commit.ci. It's a bit of a jump. SQS is Amazon's simple queuing service. I think I can just do int not null here. And just do this in code. Int not null. How do? Int not null. Yeah, that's what we want there. Do I actually need the create time? I don't think I actually need the create time. I think I just need the expiration time for this. Where what is the term that they used in this? Visibility time? Yeah, visibility timeout. Visibility time and something like that. Spellgram says, was also JavaScript before Python, but I like Python much more. We'll check that out. Yes. Michaela says, are you having fun, Anthony? Of course I'm having fun. Always having fun. We're writing code. OakSFA Dead says, why not use LocalStack? I mean, I could use LocalStack. I could use the other, there's like a fake SQS. There's a bunch of other solutions here. I kind of want to do this to, you know, get an idea of how I would write a very, very crappy queue just for no good reason. But I don't know. I thought it would be fun content, so that's why I'm doing it. But you're right. I probably could just reuse or use something else that's done exactly the same thing. But anyway, Michaela says bang tab count a lot. Let me get rid of the ones I don't need. I don't need that one, don't need that one. That one we're still working on. This one, I think somebody updated their pull request, so we can look at this now. I'm gonna have to rebase their patch. Ugh. Oh, don't write out the whole thing. Fuck. Alright, well, I'll just fix it for them. Oops. Pre-commit/action. Get remote add. Oops. Why did that not paste? Why did that copy? Probably because my keyboard was in the wrong spot. Get remote add this guy. Hopefully he doesn't have another repo called action. Update, yeah. Pick to F. Miguel says, I started learning programming with Python and now I'm learning web dev and JS stuff, so it's been kind of hard. Yeah, that is quite the switch there. Dad says, makes sense, cool. Vinit KME says, what are some Python devs you look up to? How did you get so good at Python? I feel like the first question is kind of hard because I don't know a lot of people by name. I know them more by like their GitHub handles and like what stuff they've produced and like you know, some of the stuff there. I don't know that I really like idolize people all that much, so I don't quite know how to answer that question. But like a lot of the people that I follow on Twitter are kind of like the Python devs that I care about and seem to produce good stuff. And it also like some of the other people that I maintain projects with, so like, you know, like people like Gabby Burnett who maintains talks, or like Bruno who does PyTest, or like Anthony Shaw who does a bunch of other random stuff. You know, those types of people are kind of the people that I look up to. But most of the like learning in Python is just like doing shit over and over and over, and like, you know, building new projects and figuring out different ways to solve things, and like doing stuff like this where like, yeah, I could have just used an off-the-shelf local SQS implementation, but I kind of want to learn how things work, and so I'm gonna like poke around at this and, you know, learn some more stuff there. But I think that's kind of my approach there. Hey, what's up, mdrake0 and Cuckoder? Thank you both for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully your day is going well. Arthena says, if coming to Python from another language, you can really appreciate its awesomeness. If you start with Python, you miss that, I think. Maybe a little bit. I don't know, Python to me is not all that different from like JavaScript. So, I mean, it has some like different stuff, but like, I don't know. It's not all that different. Miguel says, I keep opening a bunch because you never know if you're gonna go back and finish it or not, and then close them all later because heck it. Yeah. What did I say this time, Angelina X? What have you clipped? Are you having fun, Anthony? Of course I'm having fun. Always having fun. We're writing code. It's true. It's true. Some stuff makes me go like, because in Python it's done in like 10 characters, but in another language it's like an entire paragraph. Yeah, that's true. Smallgram says, Anthony, also wanted to thank you for the streams and other series on YouTube. Been going through a lot of them, very interesting, and the efforts are appreciated. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm gonna continue to produce content because I have fun doing it, and I hope that it's helpful to others. Nowledge says, why not use Azure instead? Did I talk about this earlier? I think I did talk about this earlier. I actually would fit on Azure, but there are constraints with the data store which make it difficult. Also, welcome back, Knowledge. Fortunately, I'm not doing anything like too domain specific, so we're building a crappy queue today, so you can still watch today without having your conflict of interest. But Azure Functions actually would have enabled this to work, but it has a different cost model than what I want, so we'll see. But I tend, or I want to make this interface agnostic, so eventually I could switch to a different cloud provider if it was cheaper or easier. But yeah, I realize you've got a kappa there, so you're not actually suggesting Azure, but I did think about it and I have put some research into it as well. Hey, what's up, NSO1995? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. We've got a r/aw link. I'll click on those. Those are not Rickroll. Don't get any ideas, Andrew Linux. This post has been removed by the moderators. But why? Why is this post removed, moderators? Probably broke some rule or something. Minute says, thanks for taking the time to reply. I see you also use type hints heavily. I've been trying to do the same. Yeah, type hints I really, really like. Smallgram says curly brace hate. I actually really like curly braces. I kind of like them. G-Carry says, I wish ES6 style of anonymous functions could be used with Python. Lambda functions are so not useful. You mean like allowing multiple statements inside of a lambda? Yeah, I think that's actually an intentional design decision on Python's part there. Hey, what's up, Rodrigo R. Martins? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Stupag, welcome back, who says, OMG, a real tech lead. You're much cooler than that other tech lead, though, winky face. Are you talking about Primogen? So I think he also clickbaits the same shit there, too. I don't know. The clickbait is kind of silly, in my opinion, but... Angel X says, GitHub fixed the thing you were complaining about. Yes, they did. I'm super happy about this. I'm actually in the feature preview for it now. But you can see the commit message here, which is great. The other thing they fixed was the tags is at the top again too. So you can click through to tags in the wide view here, which is nice. I'm glad they put that back because not being able to see the commit message kind of sucked. It's actually a pretty substantial number of views that contain the commit message, but yeah, it's pretty great. NSO says it's not cute enough. Yeah. Banned. I'm not gonna click on r/rickroll. Andrew Linux. Good try though. Mine doesn't say it's rude. Plus it was showing it on the screen. New Reddit sucks. Yeah. Knowledge says, did you hear about the time Azure went down? Neither did I. I mean, were you there when US East 1 went down? I also had that problem. Oh, the tech lead on YouTube. Oh, I see. Sarcastic Dante says, commit message, not like this. Which one? Oh, I see. Yes. GitHub watches your stream. that would be next level. Hey, what's up, Python? Welcome back. Releases being on the site gets me every time. Yeah, I wish this took this tag spot up here, but oh well. Knowledge says the dude on YouTube is a caustic individual. Well, I try and be inviting and accepting and nice to stuff, so hopefully I'm not caustic. Archlinux turned 15 years old today. Damn. Deadbody says, clickbait helps views but hurts reviews. I don't know, I feel like people still stick around for my content. I feel like I'm interesting enough, right? Stupak says, doesn't Azure always have a DNS issue when it's down? And fucking everyone has DNS issues when they go down. GCP is really bad about DNS issues and going down. That's the one that goes down all the fucking time. All the fucking time. Making you happy about stuff they listened after fucking it up. Yeah, it's true, Sarcastic Dante. I even submitted feedback during the beta period. So like, oh well. Just make your own layout with hookers and blackjack. Alright. Just rickrolled this by casting to their TV. Huh. RKJ says, Anthony isn't caustic, but he sure is petulant. That's a reference that a good chunk of chat might not get. Okay, but anyway, let's implement this. It should be pretty straightforward. Oops. With DB as database. So we want to we just want to append. This is easy. db.execute insert into queue items. Queue items. Values 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. And we have queue name, group key. Oh, we forgot the actual fucking data up here. This will be nullable at the end. There's no trailing commas in SQLite, which sucks. Data JSON text not null. Hey, what's up, Gaspacho? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. NSO says, I can't tell what editor this is. Is it Vim? It is not Vim. It is my own text editor called Babby. Which if you do bang editor, I need to make an aliasing system for my chatbot at some point. I have not done that yet, but it is. You can find the code and more info in a YouTube video about it. But thank you all for trying to get the command. Unfortunately, it's not bang babby. I need to fix that. Knowledge says, so Fernie, have you ever used a binary search tree? I have used a binary search tree. Summersoft says, typing Q is the worst part of working with Qs. Yeah. Should just use Q, like the letter Q as the answer there. What is this link, Angelian X? I know it says .jpeg, but I'm still gonna mute the tab. It's a QR code. It's probably a Rickroll QR code. Sneaky bugger. Sneaky Angelian X. Group key. We have 5 values now, not 4. This one is null. Do I need it? Oh, I default null. Default null sqlite. Is it just default null? default value. Yeah, I think this is just default null. Default null. So we don't need that many values, we just need 4. Oh, but no, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. SQLite is sneaky in that, like, if you don't match the number of columns here, you can't use auto columns. So I'd have to spell out all the columns, so I'm just gonna do this instead, which will work fine. Queue name, group key, data JSON, JSON.dumps, data, visibility time end, time end equals time.time, plus, so we're gonna use 530 seconds for this, just to do like a demo. We'll actually change this value later. But time end, and we'll probably make it configurable as well, because it'll actually be a data on the queue and not, because I actually want a different time for, why did I do 5:30? I want 5 minutes, which should be 3:30. 5.5 minutes, 3:30. Yes. Yes. Oh, you took it from r/rickroll, I see. Yo says, he's making like an ORM or something. I discovered that initialism recently and was having trouble understanding the wiki article, but that sounds like what it sounded like. So I'm not actually, I'm neither using an ORM nor am I making one here. An ORM is an object relational mapper. The idea is you have classes in code that map automatically to SQL statements, and the ORM is responsible for making those SQL statements. But I'm just manually writing SQL statements because fuck it. Arthena says, Anthony, imagine one day you cross the street and suddenly Angelina jumps before you in a Rickroll cosplay and starts to sing. I would just sing along, you know? I actually like the song. It's just like more about the idea, I guess. You know? Michaela says dumps and loads. Yeah. They're interesting function names. It's supposed to be like dump S and load S, but an S being string, but you know, Python, I guess. Hey, what's up, SNES? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Jamal says, I'm slightly surprised it hasn't happened already. Oh, you mean I haven't gotten rickrolled today? I've been good about checking links today, for once. Hey, what's up, Nemesis1346? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. NSO says, where do you work now that your ex left? In my bedroom. I don't currently have a job. I'm currently working on just whatever that I want to work on. Hey, what's up, Smallgram? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Although I saw you in chat earlier, so welcome either way. Welcome, welcome. New Reddit sucks, I agree. Old Reddit is the best. Juice says, what are Lola and Katie doing on your bed right now? Are you making them do lewd things? They're just cuddling, Juice. They're not doing lewd things. They're just here being cuddly. See? They're adorbs. They're not doing lewd things. So there's no lewdness here. Parset says, sigh. Rick Astley is super talented. Yeah, he is super talented. Phrasing. Oh, did I... What did I say? I'm just working now in my bedroom. Yeah, that does sound a little bit lewd. You guys knew what I meant. You guys knew what I meant. Alright, now Alan just got a link for me. Okay, this seems safe. Modern problems require modern solutions. That's actually pretty good. Keep the cat off the keyboard. NSO says, I have 3 days left with my current employer. Nice. Or not nice. Are you quitting? Are you getting laid off? Or what's the deal there? Jake Ray says, have you thought about doing some sort of Python corporate training gig? I have thought about doing some stuff like that. The problem is getting exposure and like getting people to, you know, sign on for that. So like, I think I need like a little bit more of an audience in order to like enable something like that. But Juice says, okay, you may continue to babysit my plushies. Yes. Now it says, what real man has teddies on their bed? They're not mine, buddy. They're not mine. NSO says, I'm quitting and moving to another company. Nice. Well then, congratulations. It is a voluntary exit as opposed to an involuntary exit. Oh, right. I was fixing up this patch. I wanted to make this less different. Note that when you're using the pushing behavior, you'll want to configure the checkout action to have the unlimited fetch depth. And then we will just cherry pick this part out. And then what did that code say before? Oops, didn't need to click on that. We merge this. Man, the ADHD. We're just doing 3 things at once. This one. Using the template above, you'll replace the pre-commit action with this. Using template above, you'll make 2 replacements for individual actions. First is the checkout step, which needs to use unlimited fetch depth for pushing. Next is passing the token to the pre-commit action. Cool. Joe says, how about the YouTube course guru route? Yeah, the problem is monetizing on YouTube is a difficult task. One, because I don't have enough watch time. I don't have enough watch time on YouTube. And it's really hard to make money from ads on YouTube. Like, ad revenue on YouTube pays fucking pennies unless you have like millions of views, and there was no fucking way that millions of people are going to watch Python tutorial content on YouTube. So I don't think that that's really going to end up being a profitable venture. But that's why I haven't gone there. That said, I still put up content on YouTube for free. So it's something, but NSS says, just realized Juicebox is name reference. Yes. Johaga says, how to make dev tools influence people. Yeah, right. Athena says, Anthony, you already got recommended a keynote with 400 plus people in the audience. Yeah, I mean, my tools are used all over the place, and I get lots of recommendations, which is pretty cool. I think you're referring to PyCon.de, which was really cool. That was a really cool shout out. And actually, a bunch of people joined the stream because of that, which was cool. Which was pretty neat. Bum.
224 VIP knowledge 10 to 234 month subscriber Twitch Prime Michaela_Fox at Juicebox Hero 4. 23 VIP knowledge at Juicebox Hero at Enzo 1995. She's a Juicebox Hero with straws in her eyes.
What? Thank you for the bits, Juicebox Hero, but I'm confused why you put all of this in premium chat. Hey, what's up, Roger Davila? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. What? You just say unlimited what? Nemesis says, can you make enough income by streaming live coding? How many subscribers or views per month do you need? So I am currently not making money. Well, overall I am not making money based on the things that I'm doing right now, relative to my rent. So I'm currently bleeding money. But I would probably need, let's see. Look at my channel. I'm gonna do this off screen because you guys don't need to know, even though I've showed it on screen before. Where's the revenue tab? Okay. I would need to have about 6 times as many subscribers as I have right now in order to break even, just based on rent. But I also have other costs as well. But I don't think I'll ever make money. I don't think I'll ever make a living off of Twitch, is what I'm trying to say. But it is like nice beer money, so I'm not complaining in any way. And I appreciate all you guys subscribing. Like it definitely motivates me more to work on this. So thank you all for that as well. Hey, what's up, bro? Codes? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I guess I don't really know the revenue split for partner, so if I ever get partner, it may be fewer than that necessary, but we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Oh, I see. You guys are just like quoting each other in chat. Tubrum says post lewds on YouTube. I don't think that's gonna happen. And hello again, bro codes. WRN says just get into my free cans. I mean, I'll just use my OnlyFans account, right? OnlyFans.com/AnthonyWrightsCode. That's where I'll make the premium content, right? Hey, what's up, Smallgram? Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. This is your first stream, right? You just came here today, right? Am I wrong in that? I remember reading your follow notification earlier. But thank you for the subscription. Appreciate it. Arscar says just use BuzzFeed style hooks for videos to make money on YouTube. Yeah, but I just don't feel like people are gonna watch tech videos all that much. But yeah. Twitch is a good place, but it needs to get out of just being a gamer thing. Yeah, I think so. I've actually been streaming programming for almost 2 years on Twitch, and it's been amazing to see how much, or like how popular this this category has gotten. When I originally started, it was like, 15-ish people that would occasionally stream programming stuff, and like maybe pull in like 10 or 20 viewers per channel. But now there's like 1,000 people that stream programming, and I have 80 viewers right now, which is like just fucking wild. If you told me then that I would get 80 viewers a stream, like I would have been just like completely blown away. But the category has grown a lot over the 2 years that I've been in it. But yes, I did get mentioned at a Python convention, which was pretty cool. Yeah, by Lukash, who he's an amazing guy. He works on, or he created PSF Black, so you might know him from this. He's also a core developer on Python. He's the current release manager for Python 3.8 and Python 3.9. But he's a cool dude. I met him at PyCon US in 2019. Yeah, 2019. It was great to miss him in person. Tummy says, what? Is Chad having an emotional breakdown? Juice says he'll catch up and get it. Yeah, I did eventually get it. I did eventually get it, yes. Tuberm says, AMBV recommended you? Yes, he did. Gil says he's bleeding money. Let's go pick it up. And then Smallgram subscribed. Okay, I get it now. It makes sense. Everything is online now. Brocode says, what are you working on? Well, right now I'm merging this guy's patch. Oh, I forgot to give him a ship it. No! Can I give him one after the fact? There we go. Why does it let me approve an already merged pull request?
Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Peels no hobo.
Thank you for the donation, Arthino, who says, never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Please no hobo. Wait, what is please no hobo? Oh yeah, you don't want me to be homeless. I'll be fine, I think. Pivot to coding on Chatterbait. I don't think that's gonna happen. Smallgram says, no, I'm a lurker. Oh, cool. Cool. Well, thank you for the subscription. Premium tutorials on Patreon. Tubrum says it's probably 70% nerds. Do you think there's 30% of people in science and technology that are not nerds? What else would you do? Are there non-nerds in science and technology? I guess there's also like the fucking chicken streams and the growing pot streams and those other dumb streams, but that's why I think the category should be split. It used to be the programming category, so Twitch actually combined the two recently, which is a thing. Nerds are awesome. Knowledge says, have you seen MKHB? There's enough people watching him, he can now afford stupid shit like the Tesla truck. I don't know what MKHB is. MKHB. Oh, he makes tech videos. No, I don't know. Don't know of this person. Internet says, I don't think anyone normally gets more than 300 views in science and technology. There's a few streamers that do. Summersoft says, talk to Trey, I'm sure he has some insight / hookups. Yeah, I could find other people. Oh, someone renewed Type Racer. Okay. Oh, Juice renewed Type Racer. All right, let's do it. Let me log in. I'm already logged in. Erase your friends. Okay, so we gotta copy and paste this real quick. We're gonna do a Type Racer. If you guys don't know about Type Racer, you can click on the link and you can race your typing speed against me. And you guys can all join, and then I can join, and then we can all see who is fast at typing text on keyboards. And you guys can see how bad I am at this keyboard, because it can be strug sometimes. Ugh. I'm gonna have to scroll now. This is a really depressing text too. Oh, I didn't even win! That's pretty good though. 99 words per minute. Somebody beat me with 104. Good job, guest. So that was fun. What is this from? Stephen King. Okay. It's like, this is a fucking sad ass set of things here. But yeah, 99 is pretty decent. So that's good. Oh, people aren't even done yet. Come on, Mel, you can do it. I believe. We got all guests today. You guys aren't logged into your account. Who got first? Who got first? Who got first? Who was first? I started late. Oh no. It started without you. Who was first? Who was first? Who won? We can do one more. We'll do one more since you started late. We'll do one more, okay? But also, oh, Artheno is. Oh no, it wasn't you. Oh, okay. Well, you made me believe you. Ugh. Second place again! Oh man, somebody smoked me this time. 124, Jesus. But anyway, there's Type Racer. We did it. There's your channel points. Boings Type says, how did you do the ship it thing? So I have a user script that I wrote. You can actually get it from GitHub. Chris Kill ship it. So this is where that user script is, but I'm using Tamper Monkey, which I usually use Grease Monkey in Firefox, but for streaming I use Chrome. And this user script grabs this page here and pulls the image tags out of it and just grabs a random one when you click on approve, and so it grabs a Ship It cat or a doggo or a Pikachu. It took me so long to realize that this wasn't just like a cat balancing on its hind legs. because the illusion is just very good here. There's some retired ship it gives because people felt that this one was too creepy, and then there's the don't ship it ones. Which, when I originally wrote the script, I didn't filter out the ship it versus non-ship it's, so I accidentally posted this one on somebody's code review. And I was like, oh, well, I better fix that user script, my bad. But yeah, that was a thing. That's what this user script does. And I hook it up with Tamper Monkey. Tuber says there's 30% of us non-nerds on Chatterbait. Oh, I see. You're talking about Chatterbait. I thought you were talking about Twitch. Why do you hate on the chicken stream? Because it makes the category not just programming. I wish it was just programming. And it says split it into dumb science and technology and science and technology. Tuber says split science and technology into science, technology, and chickens. Yes. Tuller says, hi, Anthony writes code. What is your plan for the long term? Are you making a startup or just taking a gap year to play with open source? So my plan is I'm kind of building a startup. We'll see if it monetizes itself. If it doesn't, whatever. I will have built something that I want to use anyway. But if I can make like a paid tier and like get people to pay for it and like have a sustainable income from that, like that's my ideal end goal. Because it would allow me to like basically stream full time and work on open source and like do stuff that I enjoy, instead of, you know, grinding out code for some company that I might not care about. But that's the kind of the plan there. Summersoft says, gotta run, grass won't cut itself no matter how much I ask. Have fun, y'all. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around in the future. Always great to have you. And it says, it might be easier if your keyboard wasn't broken in half. It is. So you guys saw that I did like 99 words per minute on that run. On my other keyboard, I can get like 110, 120. I think I maxed at 130. Let's see, actually, I think it shows the stats here. Where's the thing? No. There we go. Kind of hard to see. But my average speed over the last 10 races was 99 words per minute. My all-time average is 97.8. The last race was 100. The best race I have is 126, although that's all been on this keyboard. So I got real lucky, or like had like a good streak of words that I was good at typing. But yeah, on my other keyboard I can do like 130. Miguel says, mine said 104, but I started like 10 seconds late, so I don't know if it adjusts for that or not. Oh, it might. It said click start race to start race, and I couldn't find the button. It looks like Juice couldn't find the button either. I blame my keyboard. I wanted to quit at least 3 times in a row. You're so slow. Rin got a phone call. Oh, that was you, Michaela? You're the fast typer? Damn. Got fucking wrecked. Juice says, okay, well, I just suck. I will go hide forever now. Michaela, did you just give Juice head pats? Juice says, the chicken stream is amazing, get out. I agree that it is cool, but I feel like it needs a different category that's not computer nerds writing code, you know? Yeah, like I like Rin split, animals and nature and science and technology. I think that would be good. First it says, len passed does not equal len failed, does not equal len skipped, and I don't like that. Yo, yeah. Passed and failed at least match. F-A-I-L-E-D. Failed and passed match. It's just skipped that's different. But yeah, I feel you on that, parse it. Arthena says, if we can donate to feed Anthony, it's close to a chicken stream. I mean, probably not that wrong. Probably not that wrong. I am the chicken. Feed me. Michaela says, playing with open source is committing to GitHub 364 days a year. So actually, I'm not even gonna hit 364 this year, because this weekend I did no GitHub. I did no computer this weekend. So I have a gap weekend, guys. Look at I burned out. We have no contributions on 3 days. That's not what it is, but anyway. Hey, what's up, Destitute? Hello, hello. Knowledge says, just look at the programming tag then. It includes people not under science and technology. Oh, do people use the programming tag and then do like just chatting? Is that what I should be doing? Rogue Code says, use GitHub sponsors. So I do have GitHub sponsors set up. But again, like, it's not enough to pay the bills. But I do appreciate everyone who sponsors me. Like, it's definitely helps motivate me. It would be nice if GitHub sponsors was like, I know some people make a fuck ton of money off it, and I don't know how they do that, but Tuller says, I read it before looking at his GitHub. Oh wait, did you post something, Tuller, that I missed? In the... Oh, I see. Before you saw that I do a fuck ton of open source, yeah. Mikhail says, I can type alphabetical characters super fast, but when we get to like entering in different characters, I end up freezing for 2 seconds before I keep going. I see. Person says, what about ignore instead of skipped? I think it's, I don't know, then the tenses would be different. I don't know. And at this point, I don't feel like changing it. It's basically fine. Oddfella says, no computer! Traitor! Technically, I did have a computer because we watched anime on the computer, but I didn't bring a computer to do computery things. We'll put it that way. Rin says, it's my bro's birthday and I'm about to Uber eat some dinner. What should I get? Man, I really want pizza right now. I feel like pizza is not something you should Uber eat somebody, but I really want pizza right now. You went full Amish, yeah. Movie Drama says, oof, that 2-day gap is not gonna go well with future employers. They're gonna be like, what the fuck did you do on July 3rd, 4th, and 5th, Anthony? And on January 26th, the 23rd, and March 7th. Gosh, fucking slacker. Yeah, I don't know. Now it says, some people will be under a game if they're doing stuff related to that game. I guess that makes sense. So they'll stream like, what's that game that people mod a lot? Kerbal Space Program, and then they'll be programming and then. I guess that makes sense. Hey, what's up, Crazy for Pie? Thank you again for the raid and for the follow. Appreciate it, and I'm happy that you stopped by today. Zanuck says, how old are you? I am now 29. I was 28 a few days ago. Athena says, anime, ayaya. I still don't understand ayaya meme. I still don't get it. Person says, I will make a PR for skip pass fail. Those are all the same length. Blake says, why are you 29? Why are you 29? I don't know. Is that a thing that I can change? I don't think it's a thing I can change. Tuprim says, ayaya. Cryophonic says, can't hire you. You have some gaps in your commits. Go to YouTube and search ayaya. I'm not sure I'm gonna do that. Crazy for Pie says, let me know if you want to look at writing Python for a quantum computer. Yeah, I definitely want to check that out at some point. Oddfella says 29 because math. Yes. Some streamers watch 24 hours ayaya. Why the fuck? Why would somebody do that? Somebody send me a link that's not lewd. I mean, never mind. There's no way that's gonna work out. Trust a link from chat? That's, that one's a dead end. But, let's see, did I merge this dude's patch? Or chick, or whatever gender? I don't know their gender, I don't mean to assume. I did merge that, cool, so we delete that. And this is the PyTest discussion that we're having. you're running in GitHub Actions, you can't discern whether that output is going to the log or is being piped into something else, since both cases would be GitHub Actions present, no TTY. I think it's impossible, is what I'm saying. Snapshot says, when you type in python -- version in command, will it show you all the versions installed? No. So python -- version will just show you the current version that the Python command leads to. But you can do py -- list, and that'll show you the different installed versions. Py being the Py launcher. And then, you know, from Py, you can use py - 3.8, and that'll run Python 3.8. You do py - 3.7, it'll run Python 3.7. But yeah, that's the Py launcher. But -- version will just show the current version. You can actually do -- version, and it'll show you the extended version information, which is a little tip that people think is a fucking typo. And so I've gotten like 10 pull requests on what repo was that I did version? I guess I could grep for it. All repos grep -- version in a readme probably. The dead snakes action is one example. I think it was also in the pre-commit action until I changed that. We can also do startup Mako, because I think I got, oh, maybe not. But anyway, yeah, this has been corrected several times. Should I trust Sarcastic Dante? I think I trust you, Sarcastic Dante. You've earned my trust. Is this the IIA that you guys are all wanting? Okay, that was good. Cooper says mine has subs. Oh, I missed yours. Okay, well, we got Sarcastic Dante's. I think that one was good. Knowledge says, I think it's just a meme from some weird shitty vampire anime that weebs fawn over. Tubrim says, you want to fight me, bruv? Yeah, 3.7.3 is really fucking old. I also don't work on Windows all that often, so that's why it's super old. I think it's like 3.7.9 now. So things have advanced a lot. Parset says, oddly, this also works with lots of versions. Yeah, because it's just it's a count argument. So it's just increasing the count every time. Even commands that don't support stuff like this, so like pre-commit also has a -- version. Pre-commit -- version. You can also do that here. You can even do -v's forever. And it still prints out 2.3.0. Moomy Jamal says, how did somebody come up with version and think it's a good idea? I think it's a good idea. It's additively more version info. It's the same as like verbose, but with versions, right? Right? Ah, I see. You guys have IAA emotes. Tubrim says, sure you didn't see it. I mean, one of them came from a mod, and one of them came from somebody who's not even subbed. Who am I gonna click on, Tubeworm? Cryophonic says, why don't you install Linux natively to your PC? Well, fortunately, we have an answer for this. Because I made a video about this, so you can check out that video. What is your operating system and why? That has a timestamp on it for some reason. But check out that video, and you can see what's up there. Parson says, I wonder if this can crash at some point, the dash version. Probably not, because at least not in Python. Because integers are arbitrary precision in Python, so you wouldn't overflow anything. But also you would hit the command line length limit before that. And on POSIX, or on there we go. On POSIX, the limit to the length of the command is 131,000 characters, which is much, much smaller than even, 32-bit integer or 16-bit integer. Well, 16-bit integer? No, 32-bit integer. Tubrum says, why do you hate me, Anthony? I don't hate you, friend. I'm glad you're here. Fermi says, lots of software has done add more V's for more logic. Yeah. Even for verbose. I think verbose is the more common one. Knowledge says, everyone has RPG IAA. Oh. I see, it's a global emote. Tubrum says, I kind of like the combo of dash debug, dash print logs, dash level 9001. It's over 9,000! Knowledge says it's because he's too pussy to go full bore Linux. Smallgram says, you gotta admit Linux is not for games. Yeah, that's part of the reason. Mexproc is 32-bit wide. Yes. Pre-commit actually has to implement this logic as well. Pre-commit xargs. That was a weirdly laggy open. But yeah, SC argmax is where you get this value from on POSIX-like platforms. On Windows, we do this other thing, and for other unknown platforms, we use the POSIX mandated minimum. What platforms would fall into that? I don't fucking know. I don't think this is ever gets hit. Because I think macOS reports itself as POSIX. Windows reports as NT, and Linux reports as POSIX. So I don't know if that's possible, but whatever. Mustafa says, hi, I have both Windows 7 and Ubuntu installed on my PC. Can I use my install Ubuntu from Windows without installing a VM? Not that I know of. Oh, I also don't have RPG IAA. So it is not a global emote knowledge. Unless I can type it and it just works. Yeah, no, it doesn't work for me. Oh, it's the drop song! We still got the drop song today! We're shuffling music today, so it's different than usual. Parthena says no Solitaire on Linux. There is Solitaire. That's the only important game, right? Solitaire and Minesweeper. Parson says, imagine your computer dealing with 22 billion processes. Yeah, this would be fucking wild. Games on Linux has come a long way. See Pop! OS. Artheno says WSL2 plus Tmux plus Babby. Knowledge says, don't judge me for running macOS on my MacBook Pro. That judgment is already passed, Knowledge. It's too late for that. You gotta run Linux on that. Sarcastic Dante says, I heard CSGO performs better on Linux than on Windows. Does it though? I guess my friend plays CSGO on Debian. Don't they have their weird like driver shit though? Thachudar says, then use Linux as your driver and have Windows in a VM. That's what I do. Yeah, the other thing that I need is when I'm dealing with like OBS for streaming, it works better on Windows. So you need BTTV. But okay, so this didn't render for me, but it renders for Knowledge. So my guess is it was like a promotional emote at some point, and I just didn't get it. which is fine. Pixu says, what is happening exactly on get platform max length, the maximum equals lines? Okay, so this line, there's this value, the system can tell you what it thinks is the maximum argument length. And so you can see here that scargmax actually matches exactly the same value that xarg spits out here as the POSIX upper limit. And then we subtract out 2048 for arbitrary headroom. I forget why this is here. And then we subtract out the size of the environment. I think this get adder can go away. N3 OS. Environ B. Bytes version of the environment, a mapping object representing the environment as byte strings. Environ and environ B are synchronized. Environ B is only available if supports bytes environment is true. Okay, so it's false on Windows. So we're just grabbing the size of the environment because you need to subtract that out because that's part of argmax. And then this line upper bounds and lower bounds the value. So first it does the minimum of whatever reported maximum there is against 2 to the 17. And then it does the maximum of that against 2 to the 12. So it bounds it between these two values. So that's what that code's doing. Hopefully that helps. Hey, what's up, Master Tech? Welcome back. Play solitaire in the browser anyways, that makes sense. Oh, speaking of solitaire in the browser, or related things, I've been playing this Minesweeper game in the browser. It's real good, because it guarantees solutions every time. I'll post the link in chat too. And it has 30 by 16, 100. Let's do, what is the... Oh, they don't have the intermediate. Oh no, it's 16 by 16. So this is intermediate normal. But it's real good because it guarantees, you know, deterministic solutions. So it means you don't ever, I mean, if you play optimally, you don't ever lose. I'm not saying that I always play optimally, but I know most of the tricks now. And can play pretty optimally. So I'm just gonna play one game of Minesweeper. Hopefully that's fine with you guys. You know, it's one of those streams where, oh man, then he's playing Minesweeper instead of writing code. Hey, what's up, Fatin? Wait, Fanti Inho. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Sorry that I may have butchered your name. I tried my best though. But hopefully your day's going well. Minesweeper. I fucking love Minesweeper. This is one of my favorite time wasters. And if you look at my Windows statistics, I've spent way too long playing Minesweeper. It's actually not a very fast game though. I'm a bit out of practice. Anyway, there we go. Emacs has games, huh? Oh, the bot got you there. Pixie says, thanks, I thought so. I thought that was a magic number there, 2048. Wouldn't it make sense to give this value a name? I don't know. I don't remember what the number is for or why I picked it. And I don't know that it actually has a value or has a reason other than like, yeah. I think this might also be what xargs does also. So it's, I think I just matched what xargs does. Not sure though. Hey, what's up, Wow So Clutch? Welcome back. Good to see you again. Hello, hello, as we say on this channel. Okay, but let's actually do the code that I wanted to do before I got distracted. Close these tabs. Okay. So we're doing the insertion. The long pull is going to be a loop with db. Oh, actually, we can do it. We can do the exclusive locking inside here. Hey, what's up, Rocker Time? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And Fermi, thank you for the follow, even though I saw you in chat earlier. Appreciate the follow. Pixie says, I'm always thinking about how to make code more understandable / readable. This is why I'm asking if it should be renamed to some space. I don't think it actually helps here all that much. Juice says, Anthony, if I start learning MongoDB on my stream tonight, will you break up with me? That's an oddly pointed question. I don't think so. I'm not that passionate about MongoDB being not a great solution for things. I mean, I went as far to interview at the company. Like, it's not that terrible. Neely says, Simon Tatham's puzzles are also packaged in Ubuntu. They're available on Android. He's also the bloke responsible for Putty. Wait, they're on Android too? They're on Android. This is going to change my usage of phone. How do I get this on Android? I want this. Back to main puzzles page. There's a DMG. Where to Android? Nice. Nice. Okay, this changes everything. That's amazing. Okay. Magic number equals 2048. I mean, yeah, I feel like that doesn't add anything, right? Fermi says, got stuff to do. I'm outie. Fun watching while doing my own coding. Well, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you around in the future. Rohu Codes says, can chickens fly? I mean, if they're not fat, they can fly, right? Kind of. Although haven't like all of the domesticated chickens, they're too fat to fly now. What, there's more puzzles? Yeah, there's more puzzles. But why would you do anything other than Minesweeper? Right? How do I have more emails? Stop emailing me. Oh, we're actually releasing a release candidate version of PyTest today, which is new for us. It doesn't always. I mean, we've not done pre-releases before, so this will be a little bit new here. Let's see if we can find. Yes, cool. Hey, what's up, C Monty 905? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But we're going to be releasing PyTest 6, which has some breaking changes. Set of tools SCM pretend version. That's kind of cool. I like that. Cool. That makes sense. And we're going to click approve and give a fun little GIF here. With our kitty cat. But that's that email. Yes. Chikari says they flap. They cannot really fly more than a few feet. Yes. I mean, but if I could fly a few feet, I would definitely say that I could fly. You know, like maybe it's jumping with style or something at that point. But I don't know. It'd be really cool to be able to fly. Okay, so we want to do db.execute, select what? Select data JSON and Oh, we just want... We want row ID. Row ID. Select row ID and data JSON. Row ID is a special magical column in SQLite, which refers to... it's like an automatic primary key that's just an auto-incrementing integer, so you don't need to do anything special with that, which is pretty cool. Row ID data JSON from queue items. And then we need a where condition. Where receipt handle. How do I check if it's null in SQLite? Is null SQLite. It's a function in some databases. It's an equality check in others. What is it in if null? If null is a coalescing. Hey, what's up? Exendroinians. Something like that. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I definitely mispronounced that. There's something fancy about that. Is null. This is what I want. Is null. Where receipt handle is null, or we probably also want a bit for handled. It's not null. Handle will be 0, where handled equals 1 and handled equals 0. Sorry, not handled yet. And this. And either the receipt handle is null or the visibility time has expired. We actually need to select the visibility time because we need to check that case as well. We can just do 2 queries. Yeah, we're doing this lazily, right? Handle equals 0 and receipt handle is null. No. And we want to limit 1. If dbret is not none. So if we successfully found a value in the database, we need to update this to set receipt handle. db.execute. Update queue items set receipt handle equals question mark where row ID equals this. Set receipt handle query. Should probably just put this out up here. Update queue items set receipt handle equals this, where row ID equals this. And does this fit on one line? It does. Cool. And the handle will be some handle value. And row ID will be row ID data. Row ID. Okay, so that'll do our update there in that case. This is the case where we didn't have a receipt. We also need to do the case where the queue item has expired. sqlite says, didn't know I could do picture-in-picture with Twitch on Android. Oh, interesting. Sarcastic Dundee says, you can jump off something and fly for a few seconds, probably with a parachute if you want to repeat. It's true. Parza says, Jesus, one Twitch 1080p stream utilizes 12% of my GPU video decoder, which means that I can only watch 8 streams with video acceleration at the same time. What a shame. How are you possibly watching that many streams? What do I have for GPU usage? Let's see, GPU. OBS is using 7%. Chrome is using 5%, which I believe is me having my own Twitch stream open. Firefox is using 5% to render YouTube. And then other miscellaneous stuff. The window manager is constantly using GPU. I guess that makes sense. It looks like I can watch more streams than you. Or a wingsuit, yeah. C-Chana says, thoughts on all the recent Pep 8 drama? Don't be racist. Those are my thoughts. I did not get involved with that. I had other drama at the same time that I was like, meh. Let's do other stuff instead. Movie Jamal says, how many monitors do you have to fit those streams on? Yeah. Juice says, reminder, you have a 4 p.m. meeting? Oh, I do have a 4 p.m. meeting, and it's 3:15 already. Let me get this function working. And then I'll probably call it there. Well, we can probably get this one done as well. This function's actually super easy. With db. Plus timeouts while with true. The fuck am I doing? While time.time is less than end. Do this. Return none in that case. Return handle receipt handle and JSON.loads data JSON to do expired window. Is this correct? This is not correct. There are bugs here. There are lots of bugs here. First, I need to handle group key, and I need to handle whether something has been checked out or not. Juice says, I just typed Pep 8 drama on Google, and the first result is an issue that Anthony commented on. Really? This one? Lol. Oh, look, and people being salty too. People being salty. People being salty. I mean, there's always drama in Python. Why did this eventually get locked? I know I unsubbed this so early on. I just did not give a fuck. Anyway. It's pretty funny. Hey, what's up, Metal Storm? Hello, hello. Working on making a fake SQS. Mirror Modder says, is Ubuntu running in a VM or is it another PC? This is a VM. I'm using VirtualBox, which is here. And my YouTube channel has a description for all of this setup for that as well. Metal Storm says, a database for queuing. I'm just making a very crappy local version so that I can, you know, one, that I can learn how to build a crappy queue, but also so that I can do development a little bit easier that way. Tuberm says, don't make commit messages for getting that Reddit gold either, though. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Odd Fella? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're doing well. Mouse Clutch says, perfect, done. Yeah. Fast downvote. Too heated. What was the actual drama? Python dev mailing list. Mailing list. Something like TLDR, they changed Pep 8 because it said strunk and white, and then people were like, we should be allowed to be racist because racism. And I don't know, people got super heated. Something. I really didn't follow it closely. But any of the like Pep, maybe did they delete the thread? I guess it was a couple days ago. It was before. What the fuck happened? That was not at all what I wanted to do. Why does this go to a different view instead of just showing me 21 through 29? Fucking useless. Anyway, there was a thing. Middlestorm says, why not use Redis queues? It's basically a drop-in for Python native queues. So I'm gonna be using SQS in AWS because it's cheap and it does what I want. And my local development, I just want something that mirrors the API of SQS. And I wanted to learn how I would build something similar to this, even though I'm abusing even though I'm abusing some other data store to do this. Like, I would never use SQLite to implement a queue in production, but I want to do this to just like, you know, learn some stuff basically. Doer says they were okay with this, but had some objections on the commit message that implied SNW is literally colonial Hitler. I see. Juice says, I have my phone date with Cuppy and Jacka right now. I'll talk to you later. Have a good rest of the stream. Well, thanks for stopping by, Juicebox here. See you around in the future. Wasclutch says, did you see that Twitter changed their internal cluster naming from master slave to primary secondary? Yes, I did see that. Kiwi Shock says, some guy, random guy, posted about Black. Black is overrated unless your team argues about style a lot. Says the man who fucking argues about style all the goddamn time. You don't need Pylint if you're using Flake8. That's also not true, but I like the endorsement. Also suggesting Travis CI? But he didn't talk shit about pre-commit, so I think we're all good then. Oh my god, this fucking thread. Alright, anyway. I've seen this thread, as you can see that I have pressed this button on this thread already. But yeah. Tuberm says, why can't we just change things when changing things? Makes sense because changing things makes sense. Pre-commit will get sucked into standardlib to die there. That's not fucking happening. There's no way. Never needs to drop everything and fix the local Python dev environment. I mean, my Python dev environment is fine. I don't have problems with it. And then he will never give his baby to the standardlib. Yeah, that's not happening. Fuck that. We need to fix your Python environment. Code be best. That makes sense. Flush says, please don't open white Twitter. We're trying to sleep here. You guys aren't mad about white Google, though. Anyway. Yeah, so this is very wrong. What do we need to do here? We need to what? I don't think we can do this all with queries. Oh, this is actually really hard. Yeah, the group key part makes this tricky. Why is this difficult? I guess I could select star. It's jank, right? Who cares? We'll just select star. Yeah, fuck it, right? Queued equals. It doesn't have to be web scale. Don't try and over optimize. Don't do it right. Select row ID, group key, data JSON. Do I need anything else? Group key, data JSON. No, I don't need anything else. I think I need visibility time end. Visibility time end. From queue items. Where handled equals 0. Order by row ID ascending. And queue name equals this. Queue name. PyTest in the standard lib? Nah, that would never fucking happen either. We would never get anything done. It would be stranded there. They're like, things go to the Python standard lib to die. And that's not what I want to see happen for PyTest. Like, look at data classes. Look at all of the advances that have been made by adders since data classes was gobbled up. I still don't recommend data classes. I suggest using adders over data classes like every single time. Hey, what's up, BC Saba? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Can you change Google? Kind of. There's extensions that definitely do that. Yevanish says, how long have you been programming it in Java? Well, I'm not writing Java right now, but I have written Java. Let's see, I started writing Java in 2009, and I think the last time I wrote Java was, well, I wrote some in 2012 to work on an Android app, and I ported it to Kotlin last year. But I don't know, some number of years. But I don't write all that much Java. CodeVBest says, oh crap, I have an interview with the hiring manager in 7 minutes. Well, good luck, man. Hopefully you do well. Should be good, right? Metalstorm says, kick the can down the road, it'll be fine. Yeah. This is more of a lark discussion. Friendo works the company. Nice. Nice. Keep up the excellent streaming. Well, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. Appreciate it. I'll see you around in the future. Okay, so we need to fetch all for group key. Oh, even this is not. Well, this will just be a really crappy thing. It's fine. Rivermodder says, I don't get how the big companies are so hesitant about adding dark mode support. It's been along so long, and most apps already follow the system theme. It's not like it's hard to do it in CSS for a simple page. The thing is, it's engineering work that could be put into features that make money. Dark mode does not make money, so that's why people don't do it. That is why people don't do it. For group key, data JSON, visibility time ends in queue item in queued. Do I need visibility time end? Yeah, I do. I do. So first we want to see if something else with that same group key is currently checked out. Already checked out equals select. Hey, what's my OPSEC? Thank you for the bits, friends. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Select what? Select one. I guess we can just do a bit. Select one from queue items. Where what? Receipt handle is not null. Hope that's a thing. Hey, what's up, Alanki? Sorry. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. What's my OPSEC says? Yeah, I'm not rich. I can't drop you 100 subs. Yeah, that would be pretty wild if you could drop me 100 subs. There's no way that's happening. You're not Vape Juice Jordan rich, right? As of Azza says, I still don't know what bits are on Twitch. Does the streamer get money for them? Yes. So the way bits work is you pay Twitch dollar plus some percentage. So like, I don't know, like $1.30, and that'll give you 100 bits. And then if you give those bits to a streamer, they get all of those pennies. So a bit is essentially a penny. But yeah. Numi Jamal says, the problem with dark mode is that all the big companies like to update their interface like a bajillion times a day, and they would have to make sure all their stupid new gimmicks work with that too. Yeah, that's true. What's my OPSEC says, I've seen someone drop 120k to the Primogen. It was wild. What the fuck? How do I get those whales in my channel? Where receipt handle is not null. And group key equals this. Oh, I guess where handled equals 0 and this. Actually, how does row ID work in SQLite? I think I can just use deletes instead. So I'm trying to do all this complicated stuff. Row ID table is any SQLite that is not a virtual table and does not have without row ID. How does it increment? Does it... uniquely identifies the row within its table. Integer is usually called row ID. Does it ever repeat if you delete rows is what I'm asking here. Does anyone know the answer? I guess I can just fucking try it. What am I? SQLite 3. Create table wat. Insert into wat 1. Values 1. Select row ID star from wat. Insert into wat values 2. Delete from wat where wat equals 1. Select. Then insert another value. Select. Cool. So it is always incrementing even if you delete. Nice. Roboter says you need to stream when the Saudis are awake. What's my OPSEC says, I'm not seeing any comments, you must be doing tests. Well, I don't comment code very often anyway, because I feel like it's more... like if I need comments in code, it usually means that I have to explain something that's complicated, or the name of the function is not good enough, or the variable names are not good enough. This is also just like completely throwaway code. I'm making a local queue that simulates SQS. It's, not perfect, of course. Roller says you gotta undo more buttons. Oh right, GIF. There was a GIF sub earlier that I forgot to undo a button for. So there you go. There's a button. Thank you for the reminder, Rollers. Elgin MD says, "What are you coding?" Oh, I already answered that. What's Max says more thinking hands. Yeah, you got the think python. Azafazza says, "Cool. So bits are like adding a donation functionality, but Twitch handles all the integration. And if you're a partner, they already have your payment info. It makes sense. Yes. Or if you're an affiliate. I'm only an affiliate right now." It's Mo says it fills in gaps if you reach the row limit. Like the billion row limit? What is the row limit? Row IDs can be modified. Can provide a value. Metal Storm says, "Have you ever needed to / tried to decrease the niceness of a Python process, give it more CPU schedule priority? If so, has it had much effect for you?" I have adjusted niceness on a process once when I was working on the build system for Yelp. Because essentially what we were doing was we were just like, fuck it, throw a bunch of processes and see what happens. And we found that if we gave higher priority to the JavaScript builder and lower priority to the Python builder, that the build went faster. But honestly, the niceness didn't make that much of a difference. Like, I think it saved, maybe like 3 or 4% overall. And I'm sure all of that savings was completely blown away as soon as we changed the build slightly. And so, like, it was probably just complexity that was there for the sake of complexity. So I don't really know. You can also slice resources, a PID you can use with systemd. Don't know what that means. But oh yeah, you can use systemd to do scheduling. Yeah, that makes sense. OMGSMO says it's huge. It's 9,000 million, billion, trillion, quadrillion, quintillion. Okay, yeah, we're never fucking hitting that, so that's good. So we can actually use row ID and deletes here, which is good. Then we don't need this handled bit. We can just delete it from the table when it's done. That actually makes this easy. db.execute delete from queue items where receipt handle equals this. Query equals that. Query, and then queue name equals this, and oh, now it's too long. Hey, what's up, Mr. Schnrub? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Queue name receipt handle. Okay, so that function is easy. Movie Jamal says in 50 years someone will hit that limit and you'll have to come out of retirement to fix it. There's no way that happens. Hey, what's up, Zushui? Zushui! I like that name. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Miramatter says, "We're never hitting that," said every programmer where the limit was indeed been hit. I can't see how anyone would ever hit a quintillion of anything, right? Right? Metal Storm says, "Trying to profile some code, kind of going into micro optimizations, but it's a time-critical / heavily used piece, and I'm not sure if just general background stuff on Ubuntu box is causing too much fluctuations." It's possible. I would suggest doing like some statistical sampling and like, find your bell curve, find your mean, and like do it based on that. But yeah, there are probably better examples out there. Is just the first one I found. Okay, it makes sense. What's my OpSec says, "I made a mistake. I used MongoDB in prod." You could have just said full stop there. Like, use MongoDB in prod. What are you doing? Zushui says, "Hey, is this Vim?" It is Babby, which is a text editor that I wrote. Thank you, Sarcastic Dante and Murmodder. Sorry, I need to make aliases happen in my chatbot. I haven't done that yet. Surfcat, that's a cool name, says, are you using a tile manager or have you just lined stuff up nicely? I just lined stuff up nicely. I have tried using a tiled manager. I didn't really like it, but yeah, we did try that. Yeah, no problem. Summersoft says, y'all are still here? Yeah, I have another 15 minutes before I gotta sign off. So I'm gonna try and get this working a little bit better. Okay, so we're just gonna be doing deletes now. So we just need to find the first one that is not checked out, I guess, or doesn't have a group. Yeah, okay. Group key, data visibility, data JSON, visibility, time end. Yeah. Scene group keys equals a set. If group key in scene group keys. Continue. Oh, this is so much simpler now. And now we can do elif visibility time end is oh wait, this should start nullable too. We need a receipt handle here. We need all sorts of shit in this. Alrighty, group key, data JSON, visibility time end, handle, let's do time end. Group key is already seen, we're continuing, because that means it's already checked out. Elif handle is none. Then we will not continue. Scene group keys dot add group key. Hey, what's up, Mosaic Void? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We just do this. We need a new handle though. We'll do some random number generation here. We'll figure that out in a second. And then return receipt, return new handle, JSON.loads data JSON. We probably shouldn't do fetch all. We should probably use a cursor here. To do could be better with a cursor. But who cares, right? We're just gonna make this happen. Zushrei says, "Oh, cool! Looks really neat." Yeah, I'm pretty proud of my text editor. If you want more like information about motivation and stuff, the video goes into detail on that. Thorsoft says, "Lawnmower uncooperative, grass stays long." Nice. Bowser Clutch says, "Do you like your split keyword? I keep thinking about trying one." You know, it's growing on me. I didn't like it so much at first, but it's kind of nice. I kind of like it. I'm actually faster on my other keyboard though, so I'm probably gonna switch back at some point, but who knows? It works well enough. He's paid if you buy one using his promotion link, so you can't expect an objective answer. So I haven't actually set up a promotional link yet, so I don't get paid yet. But I did get the keyboard for free, so that is, you know, also, you know, along the same lines. But Kinesis sent this keyboard to me. Word says, well, he is using it, so that's probably evidence that he likes it. Unless you're convinced he's solely motivated by the small kickback he'll get if you buy one. Yeah. Yes. I do enjoy using it. Vassal Clutch says, can you send it to me if you get sick of it, Kappa? Tuberm says, I would do anything for money. Anything, you say? I don't think that's true, but... okay, so if handle is none, then it is unhandled. Otherwise, if time end is less than, time. This has to always be true, right? Oh, we need to continue. Let's see. If time end is greater than time.time, so it is still being processed. We'll continue. Otherwise, I believe it has to be handleable, right? Why did we need the receipt handle? I don't think we do. Which means I can refold this, because now it'll fit on online again. Yeah, I think that's right. This needs to go in here, though. And we don't need it here. And this insert is wrong. Should just be 0 for time end. Actually, I'll just make it nullable. Even easier. No. Bobby Flo says, wow, it's been a minute since I've seen actual SQL in a Python script. Yeah, well, I don't know. This is definitely an example of I know my hammer, so I'm going to use it to screw in a screw. Bubblesnut says, tech lead here. Yeah, it's me. Art says, I can't wait for Juice to call his phone and ask him if he forgot the meeting. Yeah, I actually can't forget this meeting. Well, I can, because I already skipped it once. It's actually a really weird meeting, and I don't know what it's about. But a lawyer from Lyft reached out to me and was like, hey, we need to talk to you about something. We can't tell you what it's about, but we need to talk to you about something. And I was like, you're not getting it for free, bud. You can pay me and I'll talk to you. And like they went back and forth on that, and I was like back and forth for like 2 weeks, and I was like, no, I'm not doing this for free. Like, you can't bully me into doing this. I'm not contractually obligated to do work for you anymore. So I finally convinced them that they will pay me to talk to them, and so I'm gonna talk to them later today. I probably can't tell you about what it ends up being, but I literally have no fucking idea what they could possibly want from me that would be confidential, that would have been like super I don't know, whatever. But hey, what's up, V3247? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, we'll see what happens. But I actually do need to end the stream pretty soon in order to do that. You should definitely tell us about it. Yeah, I don't think I can. Kinshiki says, how do you make your windows tile like that in GNOME? I click on them with a mouse and I drag them. I'm not using Tiling Manager. I'm cheating. Hey, what's up, Bobby Flo? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. But yeah, isn't that funny, Parsit? Get the money first. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna send them an invoice and then, you know, use debt collectors if I need to. But your past is chasing you, Anthon Krun. My guess is they want to own your code. There's a clause in my signing thing, my original contract, which says they can't do that, so I'll be fine. They probably need some help with some uncommented code 5-head. Yeah. They found the backdoor you added. I didn't really work on anything that you could ever backdoor, so I don't know. Some kind of NDA or some bullshit? I have no idea. My guess is like, so I had access to a lot of systems at Lyft, so my guess is like some third party did something shitty and they need me to like talk about the third party or something. I have no fucking idea. Snapshot says, how did you exit sqlite? I did Control D, which is to send end of file. It also works in the terminal too, so you can Control D. It also works in like Python as well. You can Control D. How do I use mouse, says Michaela, right? Yeah. They're gonna fire me again, says Sarcastic Dante. Yeah, probably. Hey, thank you for the host, Angeline X. Trolling me again, friend? Yo, if they fire me and give me severance again, I'm not gonna complain, right? The Anthony Tiling Manager, yeah. Michaela, you can't say that. Snapshot says, thank you, cool, yeah. Remember they can't NDA you after they have told you the information. Yes. Movie Jamal says, how did I not know about Control D? Yo, this was another thing that took me way too fucking long to learn about. Control D is actually amazing. Hey, what's up, Word? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. They're gonna fire Anthony out of a cannon into the sun. Control the D. Yes. Person says, this is so stupid, so they let you off, and now they need you again. Exactly, right? Mimi Jamal says, I swear I've typed exit pren a million times. Yeah, and how many times have you typed exit without parentheses and then been like, motherfuck. Like, just fucking exit. You knew exactly what I wanted, Python. Actually, I think I can make this work. Python RC. Exit dot ripper equals just fucking exit. Type exit dot ripper. Hey. Look at that fucking hacks right there. I could probably do this in one line too. Lambda self exit. Leave me alone, Python. Hey. Okay, and the way this works is I have Python startup set to that Python RC file. That's pretty cool. Anyway, but yeah, exit pren. I've definitely run into that a million times. Hey, what's up, Dr. Ven? Dr. Vem. Kerning is hard, sorry. Welcome back. Hello. Bobby Flo says, what's the difference between Control D and Control C? Okay, I have just like a few minutes to catch up chat, and then we're gonna raid, and then we gotta go. Sorry, I'm out of time today. But Control D will just close the file, the standard in handle. Control C, actually I think it sends the end of file character or something like that, something specific. Hey, what's up, Aqualai? Thank you for the follow, welcome to the stream. But Control C will send sigint, which is a signal. There's also Control /, which super pro tip sends sigquit, which things don't often catch, which is pretty good. But yeah, that's the difference there. Hey, what's up, Zebra Jack? Thank you for the follow, welcome to the stream. They can complain you broke an NDA or an anti-competition clause. I'm not working for anyone, so I don't know how I would possibly break a clause. But, hey, what's up, Surfcat? Thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. We fired you, but we don't want you working for any of our competitors for 5 years. Yeah. HTAT commands is much shorter. Nice job. Yes. Oh, that command. Okay. Yeah. Here's some top secret info, and as you walk out of the room, oh no, oh, can you sign this NDA? Or weeks later, you shouldn't have told anyone about that. Yeah. What if you override exit? Well, then it wouldn't do this, of course. Where it says, did you get free rides when you worked for Lyft? We got $200 of credit. It was based on when you joined. They took that away because they're like, this is a lot of money to give everyone once a month. So they changed it to a discount percentage, and then like it wasn't fucking worth it. And then they took that away too because reasons. Grep pythons, yes, Michaela. Also, who doesn't add -i to grep with every single grepping? I mean, I like my case-sensitive grep. Shikaru says, why do you use 2 half keyboards? I've never seen that before. If you do bang keyboard, you can look it up. It's an ergonomic setup. But this keyboard was actually given to me by Kinesis just so I could show it on stream. The idea is that your hands are, you know, shoulder length apart, and that rests more naturally on a keyboard than like having your hands come together. And it's also propped up, so my hands actually sit like this on the keyboard, kind of angled. And it's ergonomic or whatever. But anyway, that's all the time I have for today. So let me do my spiel, and then we'll send you guys off to another channel. Sorry I ran out of time. I would have liked to finish this thing, but I have got to go make money from lawyer people. But anyway, I upload all of my previous content to YouTube, and that's youtube.com/AnthonyWritesCode. Thank you, how about that, for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I also upload educational content here as well as previous streams. And yeah, that's that. I stream on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday, and I announce my streams in 2 places. One of them is on Twitter. That's twitter.com/codewithanthony. Thank you, Shigaru, for the follow. Welcome to the stream. And sorry, I'm heading out right now. But yeah, I announced something like, I'm going to be streaming in such amount of time. This is what I'm working on, etc., etc. I also announced them on Discord, which you guys are free to join. It's a small programming Discord, and you know, we talk about memes and stuff there. No, I have a really boring mouse, Michaela. Just the cheapest fucking mouse I could possibly buy. But anyway, thank you all for stopping by, and let's pick someone to raid.